Content warning. Tales of Tupenia features some depictions and descriptions of violence, as well as themes consistent with abuse and alcoholism. These are not incredibly common, but be warned. Howdy. Belby here, the DM of Tales of Tupenia. It's been a while since I checked in. Notable updates, we now have our gaming videos and the Side of Tots coming out on the Patreon, and the first 2 episodes of Side of Tots are up for free on YouTube. So, if you're at all interested in watching us fuck around and have fun, give it a look, check it out. We also happen to have a merch store now, a threadless shop that is set up, featuring hats, shirts, stickers, and more. So check it out and see if anything catches your eye. Furthermore, any likes, comments, or subscriptions are always appreciated, and nice comments will be featured on screen at the beginning or end of the video, depending on when I think is the best time. Thank you, and appreciate your support for the show. Bye.
On the Lamani Islands, they say if the Hollow Mountain sings to you, you should always listen, for the song itself can carry you out to sea. This was, of course, the one place Uprush always wanted to go. Dmitry Zephius gained the nickname Uprush from a young age, as he always displayed a surge of emotion and passion, strong enough to sweep away any who were ill-prepared for his enthusiasm. He's like an uprush of seawater when he talks, became the easiest way to describe him to seafarers, wondering why an 8-year-old might be hanging out by the docks so often. Aside from his enthusiasm regarding shipfaring, Uprush's mother helped with restocking seafaring ships that would stop by the islands, so meeting seafarers was the norm. This norm for young Uprush was shaken up when a young girl with curly hair made her way onto the island, proclaiming all the world's gold and cookies would be hers someday. From then on, Uprush and the girl nicknamed Cookie would spend their days together fantasizing about being adventurers out on the open sea. Cookie's father would take Uprush under his wing, despite the concerns of Uprush's mother. As he became a man, Uprush gained respect and camaraderie aboard the ship known as the Great White. But Uprush saw a side of the captain no one else quite recognized. Amidst an attempt to convince Cookie to leave the crew with him permanently, Uprush was accused of mutiny, shot in the chest, and left aboard a dinghy to float out at sea. The last thing Uprush heard was the sound of his friend's voice, the splash of the waves, and the sound of the wind's song, all before reaching the unfamiliar shores of Balestone. Chasing away back out into the open seas, Uprush took up bartending to accrue enough coin and a new crew, all with the hope of reuniting with his dearest friend.
Born to seafaring merchants, Jack and Robin, hailing from Arigian and Kelcary, neither of whom were willing to give up a life on the sea, Hector grew up barely 4 years before returning to the sea for a life of adventure. His youngest mentor in the clerical arts was a steward of the drowned, a medic known as Tim Callaghan. Eventually, his parents' honest merchant dealings led them into conflict with a pirate crew of a fearsome captain, where Hector's parents passed away tragically, with barely enough surviving members to crew the ship into the nearest harbor. Hector's friend Tim took him in, A blessing for young Hector that quickly was dashed as he was left with a smile in the main temple of the drowned stewards in the town of Cotton's Creek, to be raised by one Albert Sparrow, an older steward past his prime. Hector went on to become a fellow steward of the drowned, sailing the seas, protecting ships from the same fate that befell his parents. One day, a group of pirates captured him and stuck him in the upstairs closet of a seaside cottage, held prisoner for a week until the early crew of the Bearded Dragon found him. A crew that Hector has stood fiercely by ever since.
Gro Kadag was born and raised in the kingdom of the Red Dawn. His parents, Shior and Calabax, and siblings and fellow orcs were brutal fighters, taught to hone their aggression in battle against their enemies. Gro grew to become the tallest and burliest of his family, and one of the largest offspring of the Red Dawn. A capable fighter with a gargantuan size, a towering stature, and mammothian teeth that would make any regular human quite intensely shit their pants. Through his straight, raven black hair parts at the middle, a real charmer. He was inducted into the Black Blood clan and went on many adventures. As time passed, the clan would realize something about Gro that infuriated them. He was a sweetheart. He would frequently gaze upon beautiful natural flora and fauna, would resist killing any individuals who wouldn't directly harm him. Whereas all the other orcs were intelligent in livelihood skills and battle practices and tactical knowledge, Gro was a simpleton. His sheer size and strength was enough for him to push through any obstacles presented to the Black Bloods. But even as the rest of the Black Bloods slowly turned their backs on him, Gro was too simple to see it. To him, they were his family. So he stayed with them, until one blissful morning when Gro woke to emptiness around him. The Black Bloods were gone, and Gro hadn't the slightest clue of where to go. Only a name. Bartholomew. Unfortunately, for Gro, he couldn't figure out how to pronounce it. He wandered the countryside finding people who at first rejected him and were scared of him, but would warm up to him through his politeness and simplicity. After many months of wandering and helping, 3 years later, Gro would eventually make it to the city of Benict in the kingdom of Pustab, where he befriended a total bar owner, Rue, and would help her with chores and errands. The city of Benict would see that Gro was an enigma, a condemnation of their treatment of orcs, but some would have prejudices too deep to set aside. Gro left the city, joining the crew of the Bearded Dragon to chase the thrill of battle and to make a new name for himself. With a new crew, a new weapon, and a new cause at his side, Gro's path wanders far away from those who once threw insults his way, even if he was too simple to understand them anyways.
Adrian Drake was born and raised in Winterstone. Being the second son of the Admiral of the Kingdom, Adrian always lived a life of adventure and wanted to be out at sea like his father. He and his brother lived their early lives with a nanny, though Adrian snuck out multiple times into the slums, getting into trouble with his best friend Karn. Later on in his years, he was hired onto the Agalita, a trade ship with an older captain Adrian saw as second father. During one voyage at sea, an Asmer named Ariel came aboard trying to get Adrian to do a quest for his god and would not leave until he did so. While the two were below deck in a heated argument, the Agalita was suddenly assailed by pirates, an all-out assault, which was suddenly disrupted as a bolt of lightning rent the sky, sinking the ship and all aboard it. Adrian woke up in the middle of the sea alone, at least that's what he thought until days later, a dry voice echoed through his head. The self-same voice of the Asmer he previously encountered. Drake made his slow way back to port, where he and Ariel now share the same body, though not, perhaps, the same goals.
I do not recall when exactly I became what we are today, but here be what I will share. Little John Jack grew up in the slums of Smiva, me mama telling me the stories of Klek, the devourer of the treasonous, he who swallows the liars and cheats. Never understood why nobody heeded the warnings. We couldn't even trust our leaders, those meant to protect us. Instead, the Baron took me mother from me. I found a new home in the old elf tree, and found a new family all my own. Then he took that away too. I escaped the town with nothing but my clothes and a few friends. And me brother in all but blood, I would have followed him to the ends of the world. And I did. And we were free. But the world took that from me too. Han, my brother, he sold me out for wealth and power. Under the thumb of the Baron of Bimbolo, the very man who took everything from me, I found if you take enough from a man, you make a monster. With nothing of the little boy in me left, the fish from my mama's stories spoke to me. I thought it a mere illusion, but it delivered us to new friends and freedom. I know it take more than fables to fix the wrongs of the world. It be taken more than the blood, sweat, and tears that has already been taken. It be taken something more. With me crew, we be feeding the fishes.
Kidru grew up in a rowdy family. As the eldest of 5 children, he always hoped to keep an eye on his siblings. It wasn't easy growing up in the harsh cold of Satpia, but he was happy. Playing with siblings, ice fishing with his mom, and hearing stories of Satpia's heroics and grandeur from his father. Kid and his brothers, namely Kaivan and Kalir, loved these stories, and grew up wishing to join the military themselves one day. And when Kid was only 19 years old, that opportunity would come right to his village. Kid spent the following years of his life proving his bravery and his skill, and rising up the ranks of Satpia. But in doing so, he saw the nation for what it truly was, and began to doubt the actions he'd taken under a banner he once thought was great. It wasn't until the age of 42, 23 years later, that Kid met Jesse, a young Aarakocran boy he met in a village he was sent to enlist from. A young boy that reminded him of himself. That was his final straw. Rather than setting Jesse down the path he walked himself, he took the boy and they fled into the wastes. They wandered through a barren environment, hungry, thirsty, and left with nothing but time to think about the years wasted and the people he took advantage of. That the country he grew up idolizing and serving was corrupt. Kidru was ready to give up on himself, but he was driven by a responsibility to Jesse, to get him to safety. Crossing the waste, the two stumbled into the city of Zukamel, where they were discovered and rescued by the priests of the Albetic Temple. The priests were very welcoming, and provided both shelter and care to Kid and Jesse. While the pair recovered, they were introduced by the priest to the Lambent Three, the moon deities, as well as their teachings. The serene grace of the Sapphire Queen, the strength wielded by the Copper Princess, and the willingness to change, championed by the Shattered Prince, which Kid resonated with strongest of all. After months of self-doubt, that message drove Kid to remake himself as a missionary, a wanderer, and a tool of this change, leading him into new lands, new struggles, and a new path to redeem Tupenia, as his gods and he seek to create.
Hello, and welcome back to this week's episode of Tales of Tupenia. Where last we left off, we had a certain interesting moment in the aftermath of the battle for the despotate, whereupon our heroes struck down the despot and slew her. And the armies came in and began to save the different towns of the despotate. We had a moment whereupon there was a council summoned with the leaders of Kelcary, or representatives thereof, of Kelcary, Duchy of Blarney, Sardom of Churn, and Pastab, as well as a representative from the Merchants Guild, Posterity's Blade Guild, whereupon, in the midst of this, a discussion of what was to be done with the despotate, what was to be done about this reconstruction of this long blighted, long destroyed landscape. At the moment that a council was decided upon, a messenger came running in, speaking worriedly, hurriedly about an attack of some sort of dragon upon cities that's names and people are now gone, lost somehow to a weird sound effect that will be added in post. So, where were we from there? You left from there. You managed to recall some of your. You managed to recall Thricemark to deliver the changed young prince of the Pastab dynasty. Would have been pause champ Bondari Velumtok, and returned him to them. Whereupon you guys gathered back together. You checked out the Despot's Tower to see if anything had been left over, any notes you might be able to find or see or learn anything from, and realized that it was already on fire. A fire that appears to have been set by someone. You were not entirely certain whether it was the Posterity's Blade Guild or agents of the Despot, but you talked briefly to the Posterity's Blade Guild, seemed to take their leader Ender on at his word, and returned back to the tavern for the evening with some newly acquired these sorts of flasks of this mucously yellow liquid that had been administered to revive these soldiers. Whereupon you dumped it, well, not directly, but after a short conversation, you guys dumped it directly into Jean-Jacques' tertiary familiar toe, and he began to,
I was gonna give him a drop.
Yeah.
I was gonna give him a little bit. It was his decision
he sucked down
to
the
start
baby juice, yeah.
guzzling it.
Yeah. And so
Which I should not be surprised.
He started shaking, he started bouncing, and glowing. And we return there as this golden light sort of shines out of his eyes. He's sort of hovering for a moment. And you watch as the light abruptly shuts off and he falls to the ground and thuds.
Is he dead?
So?
Just gonna poke him. Just gonna like
Poke him.
poke him
Just poke him with a stick.
a couple of times.
Hey, no, I'm sleeping.
You don't sleep.
Just like that?
Yeah, something
don't-
just... I feel... He kind of like sits up upright and he watches this, small sort of weird like insectoid, maybe like slug-like looking figure, kind of like blinks slowly back and forth and like looks around the room, and he goes, yeah, I just had a really weird dream. There was this really bright light just like shining at me.
Or like shining from you, dude.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. Jean-Jacques, you can roll me a perception check here if you like. Anyone else as well?
Sure.
Unimportant. What happened to you? Yeah, let me roll it.
Yeah.
Nat 20!
Brilliant. Okay.
Stupendous.
With a natural 20, you take a look and you notice actually as he's like looking around, his eyes, which had previously been like, had kind of like when sometimes his pupils like black expanded to fill the entire eye, and sometimes they like shrunk down, like very large amounts of dilation, like from tiny to fucking massive. Like the entire eye is black. You notice as those eyes like kind of like dial back in. The colors have changed a little bit. The white has gone to like this, like slightly yellowish gold. Not like incredibly gold, but like just the very tiny hints of it.
I gave my familiar jaundice.
As well as the black portions of his eyes have lightened to this like dark bronze sort of color.
Ooh.
Yeah, the blacks of the eyes. So he's looking around. And you do notice actually, you have not been paying like crazy attention, but with a natural 20, you're like watching, and you notice that like his pulse is running slower. It's still currently running, which is odd for like a demon, but it is still a living creature, right? You haven't really paid attention.
It has organs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you watch as this like line of pulse just like slowly down the body. He like just kind of, he's like, yeah, I don't know, I feel a little, well, that's interesting. I feel a little funny.
Feel so funny.
Yeah.
You know you're supposed to take a sip, right?
I mean, you handed me a vial. Boss. He looks at you. He points at you a little bit, and he goes, "Boss, I asked if I could eat dynamite yesterday. You should have guessed that I would not be wary about portion control. You know." Like,
really logistical for a guy who's glowing down his body occasionally, but okay.
yeah.
Can these guys be possessed? Is that a thing that can happen?
I mean, the stat sheet lists no immunity to it.
How horrifying.
At the moment, he appears to be mostly okay, from what you can tell.
Yeah, he seems okay.
Yeah. You're
He just can't be poisoned.
Yeah. There appears to be some sort of effect going off on him. Like you can tell that he has obviously reacted to this juice, right?
Yeah.
But like, aside from that, he's kind of just chilling, you know?
Alright, by the way, I still owe you the dynamite.
He goes, yummy! And he like poofs out for like a second. Like, he just poofs.
Alright. I'll drop the spell. then
Okay.
let
Wonderful.
dismiss Tick and Toe.
Oh, actually, for a second then, as you go to do that, as you go to drop, he goes to poof, and you watch actually as you go to drop it, he like slows for a second. And you watch him like sort of like shift in place a little bit. And with that natural 20 on the I'll let that roll over here. With that natural 20, this will be like the last bit of that. But with that natural 20, like there appeared to be some sort of I mean, obviously a reaction, but there was. It seemed like you're an alchemist. You've seen matter that doesn't necessarily react well together, like reacting. That was what it seemed. It was like two states of matter sort of being diffused by this. Like as it tried to like pop back, it was like reacting.
So like as he was trying to phase out of the plane.
Yeah.
The part of it, probably what he drank, was not wanting to go.
Right.
Uprush is not an alchemist. Yeah, I don't know he doesn't know what he's looking at.
Uprush is not.
Maybe
he just watched him like tweak as he was leaving.
Yeah, someone spot me on it if you can, but would this substance bind their soul from leaving a dead body?
Huh. That's interesting. Oh,
So
you're asking the party.
like undead but never like couldn't die. Like the soul wouldn't leave a broken, and that's what skins
The soul trapped in a body.
Yeah, soul trapped in a totally dead body, not put back, or not some shadow thing brought back in the body, but just the person in the body just not allowed to leave. Like not an undead, but a never dead. And if it works like that, maybe I don't know.
So kind of like a soul gem from Skyrim.
Precisely.
I have no idea what that means.
Maybe.
Well, not the mechanism of a soul gem, but yeah, like the mechanical experience of using a soul gem in game.
Just instead of the gem, it's the human body.
Yeah.
Oh,
As we discussed, like partially in and out of character, but like
Right,
trying to
right,
get the idea. Yeah, as John. Did.
Yes, the common children's game in Balestone of Skyrim. Yes.
Scrim.
Scrim.
We love Scrim.
Yes,
Scare 'em.
everyone's played it,
I grew up playing Scrim.
Yeah. So you all. Know
I could play Scrim on the root cellar door.
No. Sick.
Scrim boy.
But
Last visual.
Does
on
that-
the oh,
Yeah,
visual
I'm
back.
mainly just turning it off because for the audience, I have a cold or flu or something coming on, so probably don't want to see a honking over here. Okay, so yes, you guys kind of discussed this a little bit in and out of character. Nobody really would know. I think I don't know if anyone had sort
that
of
would be
experience with undead yet.
Yeah, well,
Certainly not me.
John Jack is like, no,
Right.
not does not like the end. So like it would be, I guess, John Jack would be pulling on a combination of alchemical knowledge and then the knowledge he used to bring
Right.
Tic Tac and Toe
Right.
into the plane and how that works. And I don't think John Jack has decent knowledge on, like, I don't know what the cosmology of your setting
Yeah,
is precisely. That's still up in the air, but at least the lower planes, John Jack has some
Let's-
knowledge. Just
let's
kind of
tag-
has to, I guess.
We'll let Hector with advantage and Kidru just straight roll a religion check here.
Mm.
I love religion.
Mhm.
A dirty 20.
Great.
Ooh.
Wonderful.
Sheesh.
Oh, religion's intel. Thank God I have advantage.
Yeah.
18! Flat on the dice. Flat on any
Yeah.
bonuses.
All right, so you,
My homies know shit.
Hector, you're sitting there for a second and you're like, hold on, the dead.
Thank you, my
like
love.
the mechanisms of the dead in this world, and you're trying to think. You're like, I feel like I've read that somewhere before. And you think about that book that you had, and you're like, hold on, there is something about this. And Kid, as you like go to like speak up for a second, Kidru, you're like, hold on, yeah, the Shadowed Sentinel is kind of just the guy who like collects
Thank you, my love.
extra souls,
Oh,
if that makes sense. Like every other, to your knowledge, right? Like the cosmology of like what happens after death. You're like, okay, well, every god tells you that your soul is going to go be with them when you die, right? But it seems like the Sentinel is kind of just the one who like takes everyone else, right? Which is why generally he's been like, he and the Pilferous are generally the most common deities among like the lesser known / unguided of the world.
Like the Despotate.
Right.
Those are literally the only two gods John Jack had any knowledge of before he met you guys.
Mhm.
And even then, just that, yeah.
And so, like, when Jean-Jacques asks sort of aloud of, like, where do the dead go after they die, this is, like, what each of you kind of, like, trigger that for, like, a second.
Alright.
So they catch the strays. He catches the strays.
Mhm.
Okay, so
You gotta go somewhere.
either this stuff is trying to align Joe to a destination or keep him on this plane. I'm assuming.
Does your theory line up with Ahura though? Is she has that serum in her, right?
Yes. That it's. I mean, I assume it would just match up with Ahura, because we have the entire process lined up in front of us. We have Johnny, we have the prince, and we have Ahura. One,
Oh, that's
two,
kind of true.
3. They're not dead.
No.
Well, they didn't die.
They didn't?
Well, Johnny's not dead. He's almost entirely fine.
Okay.
The prince acts like he's half dead. And Ahura,
That's mean.
seems like she is. But it, step 1, step 2, step 3. I'm sure there's steps in between, but
Who are you? You
so
said Johnny.
I don't know if a
Remind me?
cure.
Sorry.
Huh?
You said Johnny, your friend Johnny.
Yeah. He was on the table next. They had
Yeah.
already done a few things to him. He was a little like, oh. So
Okay, fair enough.
so I would think that there's not an undead thing here. And look at the crematorium. All the failed experiments. Tossed in the
Right.
fire. They weren't being brought back. They're failures. Because they're dead.
Also a reasonable point.
Yes.
So forgive me if my cosmology or arcana is incorrect, but I think the alchemy fits in that respect that in the experimental process, like they could just be brought back. I mean, we fought them being brought back and they weren't brought back as skins. There was something else.
Well, they were just
Right.
brought back as themselves, no? Like and nothing seemed different when that happened, did it?
I think they were. Correct me if I'm wrong.
DM.
Yeah, but they came back as like skeletons. Like they were just like there was barely anything.
Oh,
left
were
of them.
they?
They
So-
weren't skins. They were like
so
they
some
were
of them.
undead.
Some
of- oh.
of them. So the ones that
Okay.
you fought that were still like not fully failed experiments, the ones that they were burning, the ones that came back that were on the slabs when you guys were in the
Yeah.
crematorium, those guys came back as like skeletons, like basically.
Yeah, because the
skeleton
beholder brought it
zombies.
back, right?
Right. Well, you aren't
Yeah.
certain, but you know
Oh,
that it was like triggered in that moment, right? However, the ones in the battle that you fought, specifically the battle against the despot, there, those soldiers.
No,
that came
not
back-
that battle. I was talking about just the crematorium fight.
Yeah. So those
Those were
ones just ca-
undead brought back.
Oh,
Whereas
okay.
the people that we fought on the battlefield were juiced up on goon juice, which I think that's just the name.
More the goon juice thing again.
It's the
I
good
think
news.
it's just gonna stick. We don't have a name for it until then. It's goon juice.
Mhm.
We could name it.
Yeah.
It'd be better than goon juice.
Yeah, well, let it be forgotten.
Right.
This stuff shouldn't exist.
That's true.
That is true. I'm still not calling it that though.
I mean, what did I call it earlier today? Piss in a bottle.
I'll take that over goon
That's
juice.
somehow better, yeah.
Somehow better. Bottle of piss.
Snail death. I don't know.
I mean, it looks mucusy yellow, and you don't know what's in it. So
Banana slug paste.
We could just call it toe juice.
What's a banana
Okay, no. That's also terrible.
slug? Asks John Jack.
Oh, I'd rather not.
it's
You're never
It's his
getting
name.
no words out of him.
It's
You're
juice.
never getting that out of me.
It's juice for toe.
You are never getting that word out of my mouth. Absolutely not. There's no way in hell.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's where he is right now.
Oh Lord.
Mm-mm.
Let's see. So
Well, what do we do with him? That's the real question. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, he left,
With
right?
him, toe?
he like popped this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see when I bring him back.
See how he's doing.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean, I could summon him back just to see if that like, hey, just kidding.
Let's just go figure out. Let's deal with the whole finding Brioni situation, and then we can come back to this. We can circle around to this. Maybe it won't have long-term effects. I hope it doesn't have long-term effects.
Wonderful. So you guys state that to yourselves. Let's see. So let me points of note that I'm going to raise as the DM here. So What are you doing with Ahura for the night? Because she is here. She is with you. She is unconscious currently and has been knocked unconscious by Drake probably at least 3 times so far.
And she
Tie
must
this
stay
woman
tied
to
up.
some-
Yeah.
tie her to something.
Well, John Jack was one of them.
She doesn't have the stuff.
Unfortunately.
Uprush did take the cloak. And let's see. I think that she had some daggers. I know you guys confiscated the daggers.
You really got to find a cure for her. Or cure-ish.
Cure adjacent.
Treatment.
Cure adjacent.
You look very fuel cure. Come on.
At least something to help her.
Well, I don't know how much physically she could be brought back to her original state. I don't know if that's possible. But at least we could free her.
I think it's a matter more of her mind than her physical body at this point.
Yeah.
The poor thing's brain is, for lack of a better word, fried.
Yeah. And held by something else.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Won't figure it out just sitting around here.
We could just tie her up for the night, I guess, and just have
Make sure she's tied up good.
watching one person up in shifts. Not like a full night watch shift, but just keep an eye.
Should we get her some food? Will she eat?
I was just wondering about that. I have absolutely no idea. The skins, they didn't need to eat, did they?
Not to
No, not as far as we know. And judging by the response of Prosperity's blade, that is a prime issue about them.
Right.
But is she totally skin?
Well, she's not like the skins we saw wandering around town.
So maybe she's a little different. We could see if she wakes up. We could try giving her something.
Yeah, I'm sure we have rations lying around. Or we can ask downstairs, see if they can prep something for us to hold for her.
I'm tying her up first.
Yeah, no, valid.
Did we ever untie her? I thought she was still tied up.
She untied herself while we were gone.
Or probably teleported since she did have the cape on.
I have that cape on.
Yeah, which you can. It's about an hour to attune to it. I will have this bit that you've just been chatting. You can that could have been a short rest. So if you want to have attuned to that, I'll send you the stat block for that.
Sure.
Yeah, wonderful. Right.
I guess I need to make a survival check.
For the tie-up? Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to aid in that.
All right, wonderful. Go it with advantage. I find the
22.
22.
Nice.
Wonderful. You think you got a pretty good knot tied for sure. All right. And let's see. She begins to stir slightly as you start tying her up.
Oh, a little faster.
Alright, oh wait, is this not on the phone? Where is this? Oh, this might be on the laptop. Well, I'll send it to you on a later date, but it's basically it's shadow to shadow is effectively the text on it is that you have to be within a certain distance of a shadow you can see within range. So if you're out and about full sunlight, yeah.
The shadow monk ability.
Similar. Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Right. So let me. Yeah, I'll get the specifics on that to you in a bit, so that way we don't slow up the thing. But yeah. What else? Okay. So are you guys all just bedding down to bed then? Anything else you guys are gonna do before sleep?
Nah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'll take the first watch.
First watch. All right. Wonderful. Roll me a perception check here.
17 plus 4. 21.
21. Brioni doesn't seem to stir during this time, so you're
Brioni!
Yeah. Does not appear. Sorry, Ahura doesn't seem to stir.
Yeah,
Surprise. Okay. Kid. As you go down to lay down to sleep, you feel this sort of common discomfort in your upper back as you bed down. A long-standing pain.
Awesome.
Not enough to keep you from sleeping, but reminder.
Mm-hmm.
You find yourself standing in the temple of Zukamal, the Albedic temple, looking much as you have ever known it. Ancient, the dark blue walls of this pyramidal structure, so three-walled pyramid holding this slight chill. The singular massive window in each side refracts the light of the moons above towards you, leading to a kaleidoscope of colors as the seasons shift and change. The bejeweled priests of the temple are nowhere to be seen, though a light twinkles from one of the corners before you, leading to a door.
I walk into the door.
Hey, player agency in the dream.
I mean, yeah.
You approach the door, which you recognize leads to the Queen's Spire. Each of these different corners of the temple having a tower to each of the Lambent Three. As you ascend towards the top of the spire, you notice around you the statuaries of the Queen, sort of like the if you've like Christian church Stations of the Cross, right? You recognize these well from your time here, depicting the marriage of the Sapphire Queen and the Radiant King, the Queen's long voyage, the unseen births of the prince and the princess, and the Queen's sorrow as the prince's mind shatters. At the summit of the tower, you open the door to an observatory of sorts, with a small set of prayer mats laid upon the dark cobalt stone surface. The blue moon shines brightly upon the tower's apex, and you feel a sense of peace wash over you. Does Kid Roo sit or kneel when he prays and meditates?
For the Queen, I will happily kneel.
Wonderful. As you kneel on this prayer mat, closing your eyes, after a few moments, you hear the voice of the Sapphire Queen. Brave thing yesterday, sending that poor girl to talk to me. And in the middle of a battle, too. Does Kid Roo open his eyes or keep them closed when he is spoken with the Lambent Three?
I'll have my eyes closed. I have my eyes closed right
Wonderful.
now.
Alright, it was, of course, the right thing to do. She has been used as a weapon for some time, the energy she channels guiding her actions. Horrible actions. And you sense this sort of shift in energy as the Queen, her sorrow radiating off of her. You sense her trail off a silent question, a test of some sort, hinging on your response. Just based off of these horrible actions that Ahura has committed.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, pause, champ. She appears to have left off and is waiting for any sort of response to the.
For me to speak to her actions. My bad.
Yeah.
And
she waits as long as you wait.
Ahura's actions are not her own. We don't have the full insight of what has happened to her, and what she needs to come back. But I've seen through whatever is holding her and the memories that she has held before, she's still in there somewhere. And she can definitely be brought back somehow.
Good.
But I would likely need your guidance to do so.
You sense a warm. Have you ever been out to a beach on a warm summer's night, and there's just the soft light of the moon sort of plays off the waves, and there's just this warmth there. You feel all of this coming on to you, and you hear, "There shall be a time soon as your journeys progress where our path, the path of redemption, shall shape the fortunes of all. Walk it well, see who may be saved and who cannot, and peace may be known again, if you have but the skill to see it. Go well, Kid Roo, and walk in our light. Walk our path. Farewell." And you feel yourself wrapped in the warm hug of the blue moon as the dream dissolves. Oh, playback paused. Perfect time. Good. Continue. Wait, no! Advertisements! Go away!
My queen, blessed.
That's it. Blessed. Yeah, you're
I can
cool.
handle ads, I can handle buffer, but when ads buffer, I suffer.
Right. The queen,
God.
queen ate whatever. Yeah.
The queen beckons.
And you feel yourself sort of return to your evening here. Travis, I'm gonna need a roll from Adrian Drake and RAL here.
Okay.
And oh, never mind. I'm like, wait, that's what they do all the time.
Yes. You're like, wait, hold up.
Guessing this is to see who's coming out.
Yep.
Adrian's trying to push for Ariel to be out.
Wonderful. Oh wait, so what'd you roll?
No, I'm just about to roll. I'm just letting you know Adrian's gonna try and push Ariel to be out.
Oh, he's trying
Since
to
they're
stay
still
out.
inland.
Okay.
He really does not want to deal with this.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And bro's like, Mama didn't raise no landlubber.
A 9.
9. Ooh, wonderful.
Get me out.
Good. So you do reset. And this is RAL. Okay, so we'll do that. All right. Cool. So, you awake in the morning, Ariel, and you notice in the book, standard recounting of the day's events before. Notably, Drake has pointed out. He's like, yeah, that was a weird effect that happened in the midst of this after this battle. I kind of just heard like a wub 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 sound. just like a simple depiction of there's this arcane thing happening. I don't know what the fuck it is. He's like,
You should have been there.
yeah. He's like,
This more up your alley. You try and figure it out.
Wonderful. Okay, yeah. So you awaken to just sort of like this. It seems like the activity outside has begun to slow down somewhat. Namely just the fact that you begin to hear out on the streets directions being given and things of that sort. You hear right, well, if your families have been impacted by the actions of the despot here today, please continue on down this pathway. If you have been injured at all by the sudden explosion of fire from the other end of this tube that we found in the slums, you're gonna need medical attention. Please continue on down that way. Hey, soldiers, prisoners this way. And it just appears to be sort of a sorting and guiding of the different people in the aftermath of this incident. There's also, you notice that there are some helpers out and about. You look out through the window and there are just assorted what appear to be what would be the right way to describe it? Almost like soup kitchens that are currently open here that appear to have blankets, soup, provisional sort of materials for people. And as there's also what appears to be some sort of mage there who gestures them into, right, stand here in this circle of truth. Now tell me, what do you, what does your family do? Yada yada yada. It appears to be probing people as they go to gain some sort of semblance of whether they are truthful in what they claim to be. Meanwhile, so who took the shifts with Brioni throughout the night? That's actually an important thing to.
Yeah, first was mine.
Okay, so you took yours. We already rolled yours.
Oh.
Who do you wake up for second shift?
You'll wake me up.
Wonderful.
Yep, upper.
So you kind of go over and give a little knock. Feel free to, so roll a perception check here, Austin.
Sure.
I'm back.
Cool.
Nice. Welcome back. That's my hand.
It's gonna be a 17 for me.
Yeah, you do actually notice as Uhura does wake up during this period, but does not appear to, appears to be fiddling briefly behind her with her hands, but can't seem to get the rope, as it were. You watch as she like goes and makes eye contact with you very briefly, Uprush, and like looks at you wearing the cloak, and just goes, "I believe that's mine."
Just borrowing it for a little while. It will be returned to you nice and safe and clean.
She cocks her head to the side slightly, and goes, "If that's the case, why the rough accommodation?" Sort of like looks at, arms and legs bound.
You'll have to forgive us to not let somebody who nigh killed one of us to, run free and amok at their own discretion.
She does like a little like tisk 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 sort of sound effect, and just like looks at you. Very well. Guess I'll have to kill you guys some other time. Gives like a little slight grin. And just goes, "Can I get a pillow? Do you mind if I..."
I need a vibe check on that one. I don't know if I trust her.
Wonderful. Insight.
You could also vibe check her to drop her down to 0, but that's different.
The vibe check is the base of a knife to the skull.
Yeah. Okay, 19.
19. Let's see. There does seem to be hints of a plan here, but you're not entirely certain. You're also like, with a simple, like with a 19, you're like looking at it, you're like, I don't know what the fuck she could do with a pillow, right? Like it's
Literally what he's thinking, yeah.
Right. Is like actually what could even be done with a pillow, but like it does seem like she is starting to concoct some sort of plan here. So like it really is just down to Uprush on whether he's like, do I think that this is something that I can even like entertain here or not?
You're like, that kind of depends. Can you kill somebody with a pillow?
She
asks.
She stops for a second and like looks and goes, "Well, depends how creative you want to be, really."
Say again.
I said, "Well, depends how creative you can be, really. A number of ways you can kill someone with anything, but..."
Just kind of... Nah. There's more of us than you. You just toss her a pillow.
Wonderful. She kind of like, hands being bound, she just kind of like puts her feet out and kind of like scooches it closer to her, and like turns and lays down on it and just goes, "Right, well, let me not keep you up any longer. I don't know how much sleep I actually need nowadays, but it's still fun to try and get some."
Any chance you know how much food you need either?
She kind of like laughs for a second. She'd already like gone to turn away for to like turn towards the wall for a second, but like turns back and just goes, "Well, I mean, it's always a bit of fun remembering, really. Do you have anything that's crunchy?"
Crunchy.
He has to think. Like, what would I even have on me besides the rations?
She's gonna cut through the ropes with a hardtack or something. Crunchy. Crunchy.
Not on me at the moment, but
All right. Well,
maybe in the morning I could try to grab you something crunchy.
appreciate it. And she kind of like kicks down to sleep. You keep an eye on her the rest of the evening. Or the rest of your shift here. There's probably one more here before morning time. But it doesn't look like she's doing anything during this shift. Now you aren't certain. Well, let's see, 19 insight. Pardon. You aren't really certain whether it's because she is given up on that train of thought, or if it's that she knows she has been already made by you.
keep my word in the morning and probably see if I can grab something crunchy from the.
Wonderful, wonderful. Oh, is this?
Just find a nice big old bag of
Oh,
like
there.
croutons.
You didn't specify what kind of crunchy did you want? Like a carb crunchy or a crispy like pork
Like
or
a solid creme
Yeah.
brulee. I don't know.
All right. So who do you wake up for the final thing there? For the final watch cycle.
oh rotation? Probably wake up Drake.
Wonderful. All right.
He'll probably be
Drake,
back.
All right.
you awaken, as are Al, actually. And you see
I know I gave her a pillow.
yeah.
Just be careful. I gave her a pillow, bro. I don't know what she can do
Careful,
with a pillow,
be
but
careful, I give her a pillow. That is, please, can we quote that? Be careful, I gave her a pillow, bro.
I don't know what she can do with a pillow. But I don't know what she can't do with a pillow. So
Yeah,
just
yeah.
keep your eyes on her.
New shirt idea unlocked.
You should be careful, bro. I give her a pillow.
Be careful. I gave her a pillow.
All right, wonderful. Roll a perception check as she rolls a stealth here. I mean, what? Not rolling a stealth at all.
Nat 20.
Wonderful. Does manage to beat her. You see that she shifts around a little bit when you are coming on to, like, right before you come on to shift. So you gain the sense with an at 20 that she is up, but is trying to be as subtle as possible about the fact that she is still awake.
I'll just walk over and sit near her.
How close?
Watch out, bro. She's got a pillow.
She's got a pillow.
Yeah, bro. Careful, yeah.
Pretty close.
Okay, wonderful.
Keep your fingers away.
Let's.
They'd be crunchy.
Yeah. All right.
Crunchy pillow.
I'm gonna need. What's your AC?
Oh my god.
Knew it.
It's 16.
16. Okay, so you do. She is going to attempt to. You notice as you go to sit down, and like it is like quiet. She very briefly like spins around, hands still tied, but has the pillowcase emptied, and is going to attempt to strangle you with the pillowcase. Yeah. Which the original attack does hit, but you have now a let's say strength saving throw to resist the choking.
Oh, what did you roll?
It was like a 19. Do you hear me? Sorry, did that cut out? It was a 19.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, 19.
It was 19.
Yeah.
Shield.
No, then yeah, as you go as she goes to do this, before you even have to make the strength saving throw, she goes to do this, and you boom, and it just like it's you know in the like scenes of an Italian movie where someone has their arms outstretched to prevent the garrote behind them. That's what you've just like blocked it with the shield. So you just see like very like at this distance, hands very closely still tied together, just kind of. Like
What an awkward position.
Whew.
That's the stuff,
Like a little
girl.
towel just bouncing off of the shield. She goes, "Damn."
Good try
Alright.
there.
She goes,
Good try.
she goes, yeah. And then like, and she goes, she like drops it and she goes, yeah. Out of curiosity, how many more of those do you have? No reason.
Like, I'm gonna tell you.
She goes, shit. And just like lies down on what appears to have been, like, as you look as she goes to lie back down, there appears to be a massive pile of feathers that she has been, like, basically, pillow up here has been pulling the feathers out of the pillowcase and depositing in front of her in order to have the pillowcase as a garrote.
Lunatic
So
ass.
she just leans her head down on the pillow.
So to dispel magic
On,
on her.
oh, interesting.
see if it does anything to whatever's put on her.
Watch it just kill her like she's a freaking
I
construct.
know. So I'm like, I'm tempted, but I don't know if I should.
Battery.
Dies. Oh no.
Good morning. Our hostage is
Yes.
dead. How?
Is she a hostage?
I mean,
Hostage,
technically-
prisoner, friend.
At this point, she's just your friend, right? Like,
It's
who are we
complicated. No. Well,
She's a
Has
mind
John Jack-
subjugated friend.
yeah. Has John Jack opened up about, talked about her? I think so at some
mean,
point. Yeah.
we knew that
John
it
Jack
was
said
your
that
friend.
She was precious. She was innocent. She was kind. She was such a sweet person.
Yeah, he did mention it.
The,
briefly.
And now
the
she's
Uhura in
not.
front of us is not the Uhura that John Jack grew up with. Every single other John Jack is very different, and Brioni's a little different.
a little.
The rest have seemingly been like Johnny's the same.
Okay.
Well, now he's a monk, but like he's the same dude. And Bahan, other than newfound zealotry for something, Bahan was Bahan. He acted like Bahan.
Mm.
Um,
Just to clarify, this is she was a kid with you, right?
Yeah.
Like you were both kids together, so she is like you, an adult.
DM clarification: is this conversation helping out loud? Or...
No, this is me asking as a player because
No. Yeah. Oh, as a play, yes. Oh, for context, yeah. John Jack talked about it, I think, before.
Yeah, a little bit. I was just
I-
wondering if there was like
just a little bit, that she was a kid when John Jack was a kid,
Mhm.
and that she was sweet,
Oh.
she was kind, that this is not her.
Okay. Just wanted to, because like for some reason in my head I see her as like short. I don't know why.
Mhm.
In my head I'm just like, oh, she must be younger than everybody here. But
she was
I
she
knew
was
she was an adult.
she was the youngest
Mhm.
of the kids.
which
Okay.
I
think-
believe is still older than Hector. I think from our party.
Yeah, how old's Hector?
21.
Oh, then yeah. Oh,
21?
wow. Oh, Hector's 21,
Hector's young, dude.
It's like a fucking 40-year-old man.
bro.
He's
That's
been on the
sun-
sea since
sun-
14.
Salt and alcohol does that to you.
Yeah.
Salt and alcohol.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Eventually, yeah, he's probably 40, if not 50. Like, he was raised by stewards of the drowned on a ship since he can remember.
It's the image of the what's it called, the where someone had modded the Fable 3, the video that of like the but it's Hector just rolling out with the on the poop deck with alcohol. I got some down sailors I can call.
I'm shook, bro. I had no idea this man was young.
21. No wonder you're kind of just sitting around like
No wonder he's so
literally.
moody.
You're literally just letting the adults talk here. Like,
Yeah, I went from being literally someone who just makes adult men feel better about being on the sea, occasionally healing and helping them,
to this.
taking down of the
That really-
sea.
That really puts things into context. Okay, wait. Can we retroactively make this the morning conversation? Because this
Yes.
is golden.
Yes.
Yeah. Are we all down for this?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm down for that. That's hilarious. That's much funnier now.
21. Yeah. So yeah,
So
sure.
you-
Do you want, boss man? You want Uhura to be able to hear the conversation,
Me?
the earlier conversation?
that's what I'm
yeah,
wondering,
because
'cause
we
if
we started talking about.
Yeah, if she tunes in about you talking about her, she'll definitely have.
Yeah.
It appears to have like tuned in just slightly.
Yeah,
That
sure.
would
Yeah,
be funny.
Yeah,
Me,
look,
upper
yeah,
screen, like, it, how
yeah
old
if we
is
could
she?
just accidentally skip forward. She should be.
Should.
Speaking of that,
Look,
Hector,
we lost her a long time ago.
Hector, as they're talking about that, you remember the date?
The day?
The date, yeah, which is currently the 22nd of High Harvest.
The 22nd of High Harvest.
Hector remembers this.
I understand that.
Frank's missing.
Scroll.
DMs.
Oh wait.
Context.
DMs.
Uh-oh.
I assume it's his birthday.
What date did you
Yeah,
say? I
yeah,
finally scrolled to the part in my Google Doc.
Yeah, it's your birthday's coming up, Mr. Hector.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you said what, the 28th?
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. But to tune back into the conversation we're having about age, I'm like, wait, today's the 28th, ain't it? Huh? I turn 22 tomorrow.
Oh no, wait. Sorry. Today is the 22nd.
22nd? Oh,
My bad.
In a week.
Soon though.
So yeah, next week. Yeah.
yeah, so next week's.
Is Hector being like, wait a second, this is the first time that I've remembered what day of like I've just kind of just been vibing, chilling,
We've been
rolling along.
landlocked so long.
Yeah. And now he's like, oh wait.
I actually know what day of the week it is. What the fuck?
Yeah, I imagine there's something like a crier that like on the outside is just like and it's just like, and on this the glorious 22nd Heridians of High Harvest, the you people have been liberated from the glory of the the tyranny of the despot.
Dude.
Yeah.
the town crier having to like, oh wait, I don't use those words anymore.
Yeah, he's like, I've got to edit on the fly. Please bear with me.
Huh, so that's what day it is.
And you hear just sort of like quietly from over, from over by the wall, just like, well, happy upcoming birthday, Mr. Sailor. Like just like very dry, calm, matter of fact. Like, you like look over. She's kind of just like sitting there, like head like cranked against. I was gonna say radiator, but there's no. I'm envisioning like a Holiday Inn in my head.
Yep, yeah.
I know, right?
she's
You would
like,
ye old Holiday Inn.
Ye old Holiday Inn. By the what would be the equivalent of that? By the cold water barrel that they put by the window for cooling.
Fun fact. You can get like porous ceramic.
Yeah.
And actually run air through
Yeah.
porous ceramic that's wet, and it will cool the air like
Yeah, that's why.
quite a bit.
Yeah, so she's like got her head like over on the water jug by the window. She's just like, happy almost birthday.
Oh, you're awake. Oh, good. So do you want crunchy like dry bread or like crunchy like
whatever's the crunchiest food you can find. If it's a bone, I'll take a bone. If it's a bread, I'll take a bread. If it's a breadstick, I mean that's halfway between the two of them.
Does John Jack recall Uhura having any tiefling tails other than horns? Did she have like gnarly teeth?
tiefling? I'm forgetting all the information about this character. I'm not gonna lie to
she
you.
wore a hood and a mask, and is the horns the mask? Is the horn not the mask?
The horns were sort of coming. It looked like the mask was like faced, but her horns were like sticking out and behind.
Yeah, coming through the hood.
I just had no image of this character in my head for some
Here,
reason.
I'll put the.
Yeah, tag that.
I'll put her picture when she was a kid.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and I think I sent the image of what the mask looks like in there, like the getup that she had on.
Yeah, this was her as a kid. Like her only tell was her horns.
Oh.
Yeah, so like sitting before you, you see like a relatively short, lithe, dark-haired woman, with these sort of like it looks like her horns do like a spike sort of going off of her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like it looks like they've curled out and then back in their time.
So, a person was. Did she see bones? He just shakes off the thought. So, okay, well, I'm gonna go find her something to eat to see if it even matters. You guys can figure out what we're gonna do for the rest of the day.
Speaking of Hector, you now have sending. So, you were there. Yes, you guys all met Brioni together when you were heading through Oshesk. So, you do know what Brioni looks like. So, do you have your sending ready? The 25 words you're gonna.
Hector didn't have a plan. Hector's just the vessel with the magic.
Let me do calculations real quick. The capital has fallen. We won. Despot dead. Where are you? We found Ahura. She's not okay.
Signed, John Jack.
They
It's coming from me.
got her signed, John Jack. Was how many?
Didn't we
20
just
what?
tell her
Yeah, so
where
that's,
we should meet
25,
instead
so
of
you're up to
asking her?
23. You're right.
Okay. John Jack. So
Uh,
that message is that? Are we missing anything?
I was gonna say, shouldn't we tell her
need whole signed, John Jack. There we go. That's one word left to spare.
And you talk to me about saying improper things.
Lord.
Okay, we have one more thing. Need portable whole signed, John Jack. Screw you.
That was
You know,
perfect.
I'm trying to be efficient. Why use more word when less word do trick?
Those words you need an extra word in the
phrasing.
middle there. Yeah, for sure.
Phrasing.
We had an extra word.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing the calculation. Need portable whole signed, John Jack. There.
Yeah.
25 exactly.
why didn't you just say let's meet at one location instead of asking her where she is?
She goes.
Because she can reply with 25 and we can head there.
She goes. You found Ahura? Holy shit.
And I can cast
Then
it
you-
again.
She's wasting words on holy shit.
I mean, and she goes.
It's fine. She's not her spell.
Currently en route to Stele. But we're. Oh, she can't. Oh, but you also can't respond. Well, I guess you can send it again. So Hector, yeah, you hear in your head this, and she goes, we can divert if necessary. Do you think Stele needs immediate attention or not? Brioni. She puts her own name in the thing. Just
I relay it, of course. I have to say it out loud.
Thank you. Yes.
Mhm.
What do you guys think? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think she could meet up here, rally forces, vastly increase her numbers and her resources.
Yeah, cleaning out's not going to be a one-day business.
And also let her know that she's
Regrouping.
very important now.
Yes.
Ooh, by the way.
Oh yeah, by the way, you're a council member.
But yeah, by the way, if you're willing, you've been nominated as council member representative of the military. I'm just glad the other nations let us have one.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So
So I guess it would be relaying. I don't think we need to really do a word count on that. Just come here, regroup,
like meet us here. Yeah.
meet us here. Yeah, be safe. See you soon. I guess it would be.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah,
I mean, I
it's
know
not-
that's
yeah,
not
no.
25. I'm just like thinking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she just Hector pops that off. She responds just briefly.
Mhm.
She goes, can do. Thank you for relaying. You do. Let's see. Abimbalo killed. Hole was great help. What else? Let's do. What else? Where did you get it? I'd like one myself.
What?
Okay.
No, that's we assume that you're not blowing another one on that. So she just like kind of
Correct.
like yeah. She's like, all right. Oh, wait. So she still had a few. Will be there. No, be there You took that yesterday. You did that 3 days ago? 4 days ago. 4 days ago. Yeah, sorry, I'm doing math here. 4 days ago, so she would have been there then. Yeah. So she's like, be there tomorrow. Alright, cool. So, Uprush, who has gone downstairs to collect some sort of food, what have you attempted to try to scrounge up?
Well, let's see. They're kind of in dire straits right now, so I don't want to ask for anything too nice. Maybe a nice crunchy, like something for. What's a good crunchy thing for breakfast? A good bread. Maybe.
It's not breakfast, but fried chicken.
What?
Chicken and waffles?
Don't know if they're gonna offer that up.
All the time is trying for fried chicken. Just ask just for the crunchies.
Yeah.
I'm not being that nice to her. I'm not gonna be that nice to her. She just tried to kill our friend. The other.
You don't know that.
Oh, did he tell us?
Yeah, he hasn't said shit.
Oh, yeah.
He respects the attempt.
As far as we know, he hasn't said anything.
Okay, but Uppers just doesn't trust her. So
That's fair.
it's like-
That's acceptable.
You don't have to get her the chicken crunchies. Just
It's just a funny meme.
If I ask
He
something
hasn't
crunchy,
said
what will they tell me? DM.
What was
yeah,
that?
yeah, there you go.
What will they tell
If I
you?
ask for something crunchy, what might
Oh,
they
yeah.
recommend to me?
Pinging it back. Yeah, probably a bit of house-made bread, or let's see, what would be something that they would have old and left over?
The hardest of tax.
Hardest of tax.
Yeah, this is the capital of a coastal nation, right?
Yeah, they have. Have any of you
I'm
seen
sure they
Ted
have
La-
bones.
Have any of you seen
They
Ted
probably
Lasso?
Mm-mm.
They have
the laugh of
the
knowing.
shredded wheat of just one large shredded wheat, like basically like they like, you know what I mean, like a combination sort of like wheat biscuit that has been made
Yeah.
just for, you know, simple ration purposes. They're like, we
Yeah.
have wheat. And like they gesture with, so I guess the British, they have large. It is not like multiple shredded wheats. It is one shredded wheat in a box,
One large shredder wheat,
like
yeah.
large shredded wheat. So they offer. They go, we got this.
I think the bread will be just fine.
All right, suit yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, perhaps another time.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you hear like one of the other servers behind you just being like, man, we're not gonna sell that to like anyone. Right? They're like, the Genasi is like, trust me, I can sell a lot of things. I can sell singular wheat. I can do it. It'll just take some time.
I wouldn't need it.
Yeah. All right. Meanwhile, yep. Bread, yada yada. Actually, time out. So it would have. So Brioni would actually have been back today. So day was incorrect. I was looking at the thingy.
So she's arriving.
She'll be back later today. Yeah. So you guys have a little bit of time to dick around, but if you just like to accelerate, we can do that. Unless you want to go out and about and help with any of the reconstruction, like physically, like rebuilding any of the downed anything.
Hector would make his way to medical.
Oh, okay, wonderful.
I mean, especially because it's not like actually Hector would ask. We're not like leaving the city or doing anything big before we take another nap, are we?
Probably not.
Probably.
Cool. If you need me, I'll be helping medical.
Wonderful.
Sounds
My
good.
spells to use.
Yeah. You managed to...
I've literally never used it, but I do have Song of Rest.
Ooh.
That's such a good spell.
And
Like-
you never used it.
Well, it's for like HP
Yeah.
recovery during short rests, which is like
yeah.
unless
haven't
you're
been
running
doing-
like a grittier like health system.
Yeah.
It's just funny.
I took a throwing knife to the sternum, but I have full health because I took a nap. So,
Mhm.
or
Splendid.
not a nap, but a full night's sleep.
Right.
Still,
How?
so I technically could go. How many times can you do Song of Rest during a short
I'm sure
rest?
that- I just
Regain hit
Just thought about
points.
how is Aurora gonna eat the bread now her hands are tied up.
You kind of... Do you just pass it to her? Or?
Yeah, if you're coming in with the bread, I'm gonna think about the Song of Rest thing as I'll take the bread.
You good? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll feed her because I'm I'm not untying her ass.
She kind of
But I'm also not gonna have,
I'm gonna say, like-
also not gonna have her, eat it off the ground like some type of like slug.
she kind of
Mhm.
like looks at you as you go to like offer the bread to her, and she goes.
Mhm.
She like reaches up.
I
and
hold it in such a way that the bread is like held like this,
Mhm.
and I'm offering it like this.
Yeah.
As someone who's worked in psych wards and mental health clinics, I will offer it like this.
She gives you like a glance and just reaches up, grabs it, and like just like let go, you jackass! Give me the bread.
If she goes to take it like that, I'm just gonna give it to her. Yeah, she's got it.
And she just like looks and goes, I'm surprised you lived. I'm not gonna lie.
Had him pull it out of my sternum and quick click. Wait, you mean in general or just from yesterday?
I mean from the after the aftermath of everything that happened.
You mean the tree?
Yeah. Well, I mean, and everything after that,
We all became very different people to make that happen.
I've gathered. She kind of like looks down at her and you notice now like kind of looking that like her skin is like a paler color than normal. It's not like full like dead body, but it's definitely like you're looking at it and you're like
Instead of like that like light brown tan that her and her brother had, as kids. It's
Yeah, and she looks down and she goes, "Yeah, I think we all did."
What happens?
I'm just glancing back and forth between John Jack and her.
You see as you say that, like, there's like a bit of a pain in her. Like, you watch her eyes like shut for like a second, screwed up in a grimace of pain, and you can see her head like just like back and forth a little bit, like she's like hearing something that she's.
I'm turning on detect thoughts. This is bullshit. Yep, I'm casting detect thoughts.
Yeah, it's you. They get a save from this?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
So you're going basic.
What am I picking
level.
up? Well, yeah, because detect thoughts I can like pick up surface.
Yeah, basic level
And
is
then,
just like it's basic thoughts. Actually, what you're getting is like dial up, like static that's like going through the brain, not like the actual dial up sound, but the equivalent of
yeah.
Right.
Like,
It's
like a process and the cogs are turning. You don't
Yeah.
know what's doing, but the cogs are turning.
And by that, it's like you can hear that, and you can't make out any of them, but what sounds like the sound of like as you tune in is like the sound of 1,000 voices yelling at each other. Is
Whoa.
Like, yeah. It's
okay. No, now she's making a save.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am saving my friend.
Yeah. What's your DC?
My DC is 17.
Yeah, beats it with a natural 19 on the die.
Oh,
so-
no, that's okay. Silvery barbs.
Ooh, good.
I'm saving
no.
my friend.
What did you say this was?
She has to re-roll and take the lower one,
the
and I
type
can.
of, type of save.
Wisdom.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, 12.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, yeah. So this, you kind of like go to dive in, and it's not. It doesn't sound like it's different voices as you begin to push in deeper. It sounds like it's a multiple of the same voice. And on one side you can make out it is Uhura. On the other side you can make out it is just like. How do I phrase it? It's like drone type, if that makes sense. Like a monotone sort of just escape, find your way, escape, find your way, escape, find your way, kill if you need to, kill if you need to, escape, find your way, kill if you need to, kill if you need to, find your way, kill if you need to. And like yeah, and like
you're safe.
it's not you.
Yeah, no,
you
I can't get in there.
This Yeah.
Like
this
even
is-
with the mental stuff, like
No, it's hard because this is like you're trying to like pierce through, but this is like it is loud enough. This is the sound of like it's you trying to be heard in a stadium of 50,000. I mean, not actually, but like it's like
and I'm on the other side.
Right. Yeah. Is you're like in this moment you can tell that whatever this is has like triggered, right? You can, and with that like diving, you can sense that like in the moments before it was like it was not, how do I phrase it? It was not taking priority, right? If that makes sense. It was
now
like
it
dormant.
is.
But like in this moment where like you have what was it that you said there? There was
That I had
something-
said that
that
what happened?
What did you say?
Or like
there?
what happened?
Oh, about what happened after to her.
What happened
Yes.
after? What happened
Yeah.
after the tree? Like where did you go? What happened to
DM
you?
trying to remember physically what the like her trying to envision what happened to her in this moment like seemed to like kick the priority command into effect, as it were.
Yep.
It's you don't have administrator privileges. This thing is like you need administrator privileges to get in there. You know what I mean?
You're hilarious.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
my God.
I'm thinking like maybe I could blow like a suggestion.
You don't with that you don't.
But that's a
think it
first
would be
level
a lot of
spell. It's
use.
probably not strong. Yeah, it's not strong enough. Hypnotic pattern would turn into a drooling mess. Fear would be a problem. I literally do not have big enough voodoo for this.
And you kind of like you as you do you drop or are you just staying, because this is like the sound of you are starting to like
Yeah, no, it's getting to me.
Yeah. Is you're starting to, I mean, that not only the sound of like what would be your friend
I
crying
don't know
out in
what's gonna
pain.
happen, but I've never, with enough permission, dear sir. I think this might be a time that if I rolling the dice would probably be a bad idea. I stay in. I try to like divert the stream. I try to like blunt
Ooh. You're
blunt
trying to,
blunt
like,
the
block
blow
it.
with myself.
Yeah.
Like
Roll
it's like and I'm just like no, I just want
God.
to protect her. She's precious.
Roll me
Protect her.
Yeah, this would be a wisdom save.
Okay. Oh you do me dirty.
I mean, it is though, you know.
No, it is. It is. 9.
Yeah, no. So let's see.
I don't
As
think so.
You now have, so you begin to feel the force of this beginning to impact into your own brain, and like
Let me know if I have to roll my dice.
oh
'Cause
yeah,
we actually haven't done that yet.
what is the? You can message me about what you're thinking. But like in this moment, it seems like you are like this is beginning to beat and pummel on you, right? And you have. Oh.
Your call.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it.
Oh shit. Okay. I had a feeling it would happen, but it's like,
seems
oh,
like
I
a
have to
good
protect
time
her.
Is like the is because in this moment you begin to feel this urge of protection, and like this in the more recent years has been like an urge of protection is what's it called? It's like I mean foreign. I'm looking for the right word, but I'm not going to find it. This urge of protection is like foreign to Jean-Jacques in the recent years, right? And so like tagging this in this moment, you're like, wait, and then plus the outside influence of this thing going off, you were booted from this, like from her mind, right?
Yeah.
Like in like this screech of the same, you know, the 1,000, 10,000 voices that just become sound. You feel like this as you're like ejected. And yeah, you get to roll your die, and describe it. Feel free to describe what happens.
All right.
In the room.
Yep. Yeah, I gotta see what the result is first.
Yeah. No, go away, Steve. I don't care about you.
Okay, I get a 36.
Not lagging.
36. Oh, that's lame.
No.
That's lame. Oh well. So John Jack falls flat on his ass and just back, and you just see him cover his eyes. Just, ah! Ah!
I'm gonna try to help
And when he
John
like
Jack sleep.
and when he pulls his hands away, he has like a fisheye on his forehead.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Why
What's
is
up,
everything
man?
blurry and not blurry? What?
John Jack blinks 3 eyeballs at you.
Well, how to put this? Yeah, I'm just gonna be straight with you. You have a third eye on your forehead, man.
He closes his 2 eyes, and then the unblinking fisheye is just still open.
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah, that's what I was
He,
thinking too.
He like gets up. He starts looking for like a mirror or something.
Yeah,
Is there a mirror there?
that's a new one. Never
yeah.
seen that before.
You do manage to find a mirror. Yeah, you see.
Yeah.
You just see this singular, just just slowly squelching in the ways that fish eyes do, of just like side to side.
I panic about it for roughly a minute before it just like disappears.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that was weird. Why did that happen?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
I don't know.
Should tie them both up.
Oh,
Oh no, I'm not okay. I'm not okay like that.
okay, just don't freak us out, man.
Roll insight. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion for sure, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, good luck. It's good luck.
Insight.
Yeah.
Insight.
9.
32.
I've got a read on him, I bet.
32.
Dang.
This man
Astral
is about
projects you to my god.
This man is about to become your enemy, kidder.
Oh.
Wait, it doesn't work like that. What? No.
Put me in your head.
Wait.
No, you're like looking at him for a second, and you're just like, okay, all right.
Okay.
You aren't
I just don't
entirely
know.
certain. There's a lot of weird shit.
Okay,
that's
one
been happening.
second. I was in her head, and I was just getting bombarded by the effect on her, and I tried to shield her from it, but it booted me out. And then I felt just this, like it was loud. Everything was way too loud in my head, and then after I was kicked out, it kept getting louder, but it was not her effect that was louder, but my own on myself.
Does this mean anything to me?
This doesn't mean anything to us.
Does this mean anything?
Yeah,
Does this mean anything to me?
So Uparsh is looking at me funny.
Confusion, yes.
Remember the cave with the Rakshasa?
Yes.
It felt like that.
Gotcha. That's a lot simpler for me to follow.
But it's me, not the Rakshasa messed with me, and then I had to mess with me to stop it from messing with me.
Okay.
It felt like that.
Okay.
Yeah, this kidder, this does not. So like, this doesn't strike any bells, but like, I think your gut inclination in this moment is probably like, you saw the fisheye pop out, and you're like, well, he said he was allied with some sort of fucking creature. This is clearly a creature related thing, and it's really, I think, up to you about how he feels about that. I think. But I think you're like, yeah, weird creature has weird creature response.
Hey, John Jack. Glad you're okay, buddy.
I'm like rubbing my forehead.
Now is Ahura okay?
She's gonna be really stressed out for a while.
Yeah,
That's all I can say.
She's just kind of got like her eyes closed in pain for a little bit, and you do see that she's beginning to try to fiddle with her bindings again.
Tried to help her.
Okay. You notice actually that there is she manages to find one of the knots in the rope and pulls it through.
Does Ahura drink?
What?
She's not gonna drink now.
Well, yeah, she's currently, so she pulls one of the knots loose and is currently attempting to untie her hands. There is
I'm
a
gonna
round
go.
that you get to
Should I help her
react.
I gotta tie that shit right back up. Someone help me hold her down. Let's go.
I send a mental message to who's in the room with me?
Everyone of the party.
Everyone except for Hector.
Hector went to medic.
I send a mental message to everyone but Hector.
Yeah.
I send a message to everyone but Hector to like look away.
Okay.
Like face the wall.
Oh, you're hitting them with the thing again.
I'll look away respectfully. I don't know what's happening.
I'll put my hat over my face.
You're hitting them with the psychosis thing again.
I'm gonna use hypnotic pattern for the first time to turn it into a drooling heap.
Oh, okay. But how long
I haven't
does
used that
last?
spell before. Maybe it's not worth it.
Hip.
Spell ends for an affected creature if it takes any damage or if someone else.
Up to 1 minute.
Use an action to shake the creature. Up to a minute. Yeah. Nah, that doesn't seem worth it. Never mind. False alarm. Knock her out.
Nice. All right.
Knock her out. All right.
I mean, I could use a spell to do it, but like that would be long and drawn out.
Wonderful. Kid Roo's doing it, or?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay.
I just said it's funny how we keep we keep thinking about what to do, and it's like, all right, just hit her.
Just hit her.
It's just I can cast Mind Sliver over and over again until she's out. Like,
hey,
no.
I'm looking at the same thing. To be fair, all of the spells that I have, it's like 1 minute of calming someone down, and I'm like, is it really worth it?
Wait, well, I mean, you wait.
I mean, what?
Wait, you did a thing before, didn't you?
I could do calm emotions. I could use sleep. Like I could do something temporarily, but when the spell ends,
that might help her.
I mean, I can.
Before she gets the ropes loose.
I guess it's true if she's like actually tweaking right now, because you.
Yeah, no, she's tweaking.
Went in there.
She's tweaking hard.
Okay, I can cast calm emotions. That's true.
I wonder if that will like dull the thing.
Calm emotions is. Let me double check. Charisma save.
Charisma.
For
Nope.
16.
Nope. That was a natural 2. So yeah.
Nice.
You watch as, funnily enough, this is gonna suck for your spells, but funnily enough, so you watch as she physically, her body slows down, and you watch like the emotion and everything, like this sort of like frantic emotion wipe off her face, but you are still watching as her hands appear to be working of their own accord. Like
the control's still there, but she's just okay about it now.
That's crazy.
Do you think calm emotions turns off a computer command?
Well, no, but maybe it would like.
I am 2 seconds away from kicking her in the face.
I'm not flaming you guys. I'm just saying, like the physically, like the you know what I mean? It's like the well, no, calm emotions. She's just kind of following a set of instructions right now.
At least she's okay now, right?
She's
she seems okay about it. No, she's still getting half.
Now her hands are now untied. She's currently going for her feet.
Okay, cool. I'm going to just fucking kick her in the head.
Yeah, I'm gonna help with that action.
Yeah.
She's getting knocked out, bro.
Yeah, cool.
I'm sorry, we're trying.
Hey,
I'm trying real hard to
she's
help you.
really relaxed right now. I bet she won't even see your foot coming.
No, probably not.
Roll an attack.
Sure, that's gonna be a 19.
Yeah, easy. All right, let's see. This is an improvised weapon, but I think even at like minimum damage, it still just like knocks her out here. Oh wait, but monks I think don't have improvised weapons, right?
No, it's not. No, unarmed is he's
That's
proficient
an
in
arm
unarmed.
strike straight up.
Okay. So hit at me with a 1d4 plus dex.
Modifiers, yeah.
You got it, sir. Where's that D? Jesus. I went to grab it and just it got pushed out of my hands.
The hateful little die.
Plus my 8.
8 damage? Yeah. You knock her out. Wonderful.
Yeah, I
Us
hate
3
this.
times a day.
Yeah, this sucks.
Here's your dinner.
That's
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jean-Jacques. Your girlfriend's weird.
not my
Fucking pick up the bread off the floor.
She's not my girlfriend.
You hear a knock at the door at that moment as hello. You see Brioni poke her head in the door and go, oh.
Brioni?
Oh shit.
She made
looks
it?
over. Yeah.
Not what it looks like.
She kind of like looks over. She's like unconscious of her. You guys all like standing around. Jean-Jacques, who I think your fisheye is like just disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. She like just pops in the door. Just hello.
Miss Brioni.
I don't think I actually know what she looks like.
So I kind of go.
describe.
Yeah.
Let me describe. So you see before you kind of a short, dark-haired, like black-haired, kind of like the like longer pixie cut that like goes to like the shoulders, right? Blue-skinned woman. She has kind of like this weird like lemur thing about a foot tall sitting on her shoulder.
That's
she's
killer.
decked out in like traveling clothes, robes. She has a bandolier across her chest that have little assorted vials of things that you can't necessarily make out, but they're like of weird like purplish liquids. And she has a couple of swords that are sheathed at her side. She kind of like just looks up and goes, yeah, okay, Jean-Jacques, when you said you found Ahura, I guess you said they got to her. I wasn't really expecting her to be knocked out, but,
Recent development.
It's
I'm
just
sorry
happened.
we couldn't give you more information, but the despot got her
oh.
and turned her into an assassin.
Yeah, did you? Okay,
And
hold on.
I've
So
been
what's been up with that? Because we've been seeing their weird fucking, zombie creatures around.
Brioni, please. I'm sorry. I heard it from Hector, but he's dead.
Who?
Abimbalo.
Yeah, we thankfully portable hole. She like looks at you and she hit me with a.
You just see
deception,
like
or is he open? Is he open in this moment? Is he open emotion?
regarding.
Does he?
Open emotion. He was just trying to help.
No. Sorry.
Ahura.
Let me rephrase. In this moment, what you were saying, like when you're like, okay, Abimbalo is dead. Is Jean-Jacques trying to hide his intensity in this moment? No. Yeah.
No. He like everything she's saying is just not going in.
Yeah.
And he's looking at her with like a look of like desperation.
She as she goes to say this, like kind of flippantly, she like stops and then she notices the intensity and just goes, we snuck 10 guerrilla soldiers into his room and stabbed him while he was working at his desk. We put up a fight, but it was which, speaking of, I didn't know he was a magician.
Yeah,
Did you know
Jean-Jacques.
he was a magician of any sort?
So Jean-Jacques, coming off of trying to get Ahura, and then the surge, and the eye, and then the knocking her out, and seeing Brioni, and then tears start streaming from his face. It would like the face hasn't changed since like the question was asked, but just like he's frozen and just tears just run.
She just walks up and puts a hand on your shoulder and
he just drops to his knees.
You see, as you're kind of sobbing there, like looking down at the floor, you see you see the knees of someone squatting in front of you, and Brioni kind of squats down with you and just goes, yeah, were you were connected to him in some way? I don't think you ever told. I mean, you know, we met so briefly.
Well, you know. He tries to like answer that, but just what comes out is just like squeaks.
She stops for a second and she takes notice of the scars on the.
Yeah, because it just essentially just got out of bed.
Yeah. And just like looks, and then looks and goes.
What my throat cannot muster, John Jack, like mentally.
Yeah. Oh, just the images of yourself on like the table. Or...
Well, first, because John Jack was on one side of the fire when they split, and Brianna was on the other.
Yeah.
So first, he's gonna send the image of him at the head of the troops at the burning of the tree.
Yeah.
Then gonna send him standing next to Bahan when he was arrested. And then the years of torture for his entertainment.
You don't hear anything as you're sitting there and this just tears just pouring out of your eyes. It's quiet for a minute or two. And then you hear just like... You hear just the sound of... What's a good way to describe this? You hear with the intensity of a frosted window pane shattering as a hammer strikes it in the dead of winter. You hear just, yeah, we put him in the ground. He's never coming back.
Okay.
ASMR nose blowing.
So yeah, you put him in the ground. Okay.
No, that
unpause, champ.
She goes, he's not coming back. Now the magic, to be fair, I don't know what the fuck that was about because none of our reports on him said that he was a sorcerer of any sort or anything.
Like John Jack like gasped a little bit and. Well, Han had it too.
She like, her brow kind of furrows. She's looking as your face rises up. She's just looking deep into your eyes and just.
We don't. Yeah, he kind of like gets up and like stammers over to where he had the bottles of piss.
Yeah.
In this moment, am I gonna call it a bottle of piss or I call it?
I know.
Gotta take your pick sometimes.
Okay.
So, I say it's and I kind of like stammer back over to her that it's connected to this.
Yeah.
What it's this Han had and what a Bimbalo had are the same, and I'm going to make sure that what they did to Uhura never happens again.
She like looks at the stuff and then like looks at you and goes, "Have you ascertained what's in this yet?"
Not yet.
Okay. Keep me posted when you do.
Yeah, I fed it to Toe.
Okay.
And I don't know if you met Toe. He's like Tack.
She like, she for a second she thinks about it and then she's like Tack, and then she remembers the little Tack who came flying to her and she's like, oh, okay.
Yep. And he started glowing, and when he got unsummoned, there was some material hesitation.
Yeah.
In it, but we don't know anything else.
She goes.
Let's just say the fall of the despotate, and now this will be my life's work.
She goes to pass the hole to you as she's like, oh wait, before I forget about this. And she passes over the portable hole and she goes, yeah, lifesaver there, by the way. Although the fact that the guys could barely breathe in there was a little bit of a concern, but we were able to get them in and out really quickly. So Thankfully, not too much hazard, but, yeah. Honestly, I just wish people could breathe in there.
Maybe there's a way. Could figure it out.
Oh, Embryoni. I'm sorry to leave such a responsibility to you, but at the council meeting, they asked for individuals who might be able to help reconstruct the rune. And I nominated you. You may say no, but they and Prosperity's Blade has seemingly accepted the nomination. Choice is yours.
She kind of like, her face like...
I said it because it was the truest thing I could say in the moment.
Her face softens a little bit.
But to be honest, I'd like for you to join us.
On your travels?
On the ship?
Choice is yours.
She kind of like cocks her head a little bit and goes... You can see her taking a deep thought and goes... Honestly, I'd like nothing more than to get out of this place and go and do some good. But I think my talents are much too needed here. Council would be an interesting position.
I believe the specific role would be head of the military and the routing of the remaining loyalists.
She like breathes out and goes, well, I mean, that's much more in line with my skill set. I think I could probably assist in that for sure. She like walks over to the window for a second and just like looks out ponderingly. Actually, but, just like looks at and just goes, there's a lot to be done. And honestly, if part of it is helping rout out the loyalists, that's what I expected I was going to be doing anyways on the down low. So she actually, as she says that, she kind of like looks at Ahura there and just goes like, can she hear me right now?
Good question. I'm just gonna nudge her with my foot.
Whatever
Hey,
has an influence
you awake
over her,
again?
Yeah, whatever has an influence over her is loud in her head. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Still eats and sleeps though. So
Are
at
there
least
any surviving soldiers that have drinking the potion?
Ooh. She kind of like turns her head and she goes, an interesting question. I believe so. We've I think cordoned them off based on what I can ascertain, but I mean I just came through. So it was really just a quick check-in with Timpton as I was coming through and seeing what was going on.
I want to try something.
Huh?
Oh, I know what it's trying.
What the spell magic does, yeah.
Yeah. Just like, oh, we just turn it off.
Oh, and is she? So, are you doing something right now, or you're saying to her you would like to try something?
I'm saying to her that I would like to try something.
Oh. Yeah. Go shoot. What's your thought?
Since whatever's affecting her is kind of alchemical, kind of magical, I want to see what happens when the spell magic is put into effect. So I need to try it on a soldier that has drunken the potion but hasn't died. A soldier that has died that has come back.
Okay.
And I want to try it on one of the What were they called? The soul thing? Getting this? That.
Skins?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. An interesting proposition. I think we may need to run it by our. Well, I mean, I guess if I'm on this sort of council, I think I may need to follow back up with you about that. Mainly just because I think that there will be some sort of war crimes that I'm going to be held to. You know what I mean? Like there. I need to know what's fair game in what I can and can't do with these soldiers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds fair.
Now, I mean, if you have any way of keeping you said, yeah, what? She like looks around at all of you for a second and just goes, "Hold on, is she? Why is she unconscious?" Also, by the way.
Oh, because she's feral.
Oh, okay. Much more.
We tried several persuasion, psychological, and even magical tricks to get her to not try to escape and kill us all. But
so you've got to keep her basically
They don't work.
restrained for the time being.
Unfortunately, yes.
Pretty much.
Are you going to be bringing her with you, or would you like to leave her with us? I mean, because she does kind of just like point down at like the hole lying on the ground, because she like looks at you, Jean-Jacques, and looks at the hole. Looks at you, looks at the hole. She goes, I mean, she's not breathing, right?
What? Is she?
No.
I'm not putting my hand over her face to find out. Someone else is doing that.
Brioni, me and Dranath. Okay, let me correct. Dranath and Bahan, I witnessed, might have pulled some pranks on her, but that seems
Cruel?
wrong.
Well, she just looks at you and she goes, "How else do you plan on keeping her in check? Are you gonna knock her out every single day while you're keeping an eye on her?"
She has a point. My boots can only suffer so much damage.
I mean, I'm tempted. You did try chugging me with a pillowcase.
She what?
Oh, the truth comes out.
I knew it. I knew. Oh, I knew I shouldn't have given her that pillow. Ooh.
She told me she could do it.
I told you she's feral.
Hector just out here casting healing spells.
Yeah, Hector's having a grand old time
We
healing
love
up the people
casting
of this city.
spells.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll help you.
Okay, Rusa, I'm excusing myself from this bullshit at this point.
All right. Actually, you're gonna go and join the healing effort.
If things wrap up with Brioni and Uhura and all this.
Oh no, I was asking Kid Roo if he just like noped out.
Well, that was actually going to be my plan.
Yeah.
So if it looks like things are wrapping up here and Kid Roo's gonna go join, I'm probably also going to.
Well, someone has to stay behind and watch the girl.
Alright, just smile.
Yeah,
I was just talking about Hector. I can stay. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Brioni kind of like looks at her and just goes, "Unless, hear me out here. What if you put her in the portable?"
You're really on this idea, huh?
I think she's just a fan of the portable hole.
Oh yeah, this thing is wonderful, man. The fact that
speaking of things you do that terrify me, by the way, Brioni.
Yeah.
What did she do?
No, just most of my childhood.
Classic.
Ooh, I'd love to hear stories of Jean-Jacques getting his ass whooped by you.
Please don't.
You see a grin kind of spread across.
Hey, I went through my fair share of beatings from one of my favorite gals.
Yeah.
Admiral.
What?
She like looks
What
back.
type of
and
rock
None
in
of
my
the-
head?
None of the other orphans you collected from Mama Tumba ever had the courage to ask you.
Yeah.
We debated fox, squirrel, monkey, or ferret. What is Iru?
Oh. I have no
What's
idea.
an
I just
Iru?
found him.
You don't know what Iru is?
Nope, found him and
What's an
raised him.
Iru?
Which, speaking of though, you know what he can do is he can deploy a hole directly above a window. Pretty fun.
Who's Iru?
The
What?
The out of character
It's the li- it's the- she's
out
pointing at the
of
little
character.
monkey
She has like a civet. It's like distantly related to cats, but it's like the kind of animal that you look at and you're like, what the hell is that thing?
A civet? I've never
A
heard of
civet.
this.
CIVET. Okay, you heard about the animal that like eats coffee and shits it out and somehow becomes more expensive?
No.
No? Oh, never mind. Anyway,
Oh,
so it's
no,
a
listen,
civet,
this thing. It's like a raccoon mixed
civet.
with a cat.
Ah,
Yeah, a raccoon. Yeah, a civet. It's a civet. But no one could like when all the orphans were little kids. Brioni was like the oldest of the orphans and like directly like secondhand to Mama Tumba, and she was the one that found all the orphans and collected them and brought them to her. I guess now I'm saying this, explaining to everyone, like she was the one who brought us all together in the first place. But as beautiful as she is, she's got quite the. And I like imitate
What?
like her demeanor, like the intense RBF.
Yeah. Just the eyes tracking. pretty
Yeah,
much everything.
that glare. It's like and despite her being kind and so friendly, we were all just a little scared of her. And Iru, and we don't know what Iru is, and apparently, you don't know what Iru is.
Nope.
Does Iru bite?
So,
Uh,
Bahan does not owe me money from the
Oh,
grave,
that's-
and I do not owe Danath any money. By the way, I would like to find Danath. No news of him?
nothing.
Yeah, I figured nothing new would come up.
Yeah, we had Joey and we had
There's someone that could bring her back. I don't know, maybe it'd be him.
Well, she goes, fun as this has been, I do have to go, and I guess, she kind of, like, glares at you for a second, Jean-Jacques. I do have to go and start a provisional government. And then her...
Hey,
and-
no,
and
look,
then,
you
and
have
then
the prosperities played, and you could say no. You could say no. I just...
her face kind of softens a little bit and goes, no, it was a good idea. Just, you know, giving you...
But you can't say no. But
she like walks by,
leadership was-
she gives you a little elbow in the chest and just goes, hey, I'll be seeing you around. Don't worry.
Alright.
And as she walks down the hall, she goes, I'm serious. You should put her in the hole. I'm like 95% confident. This is the way that you will help yourselves.
Why can't she take her? Are we taking her with us?
Good.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking Jean-Jacques.
Are you good? Is she breathing?
I'm not gonna try to figure it out. I told you this earlier.
Okay.
No, we can figure that out right now. She's unconscious. If she's been breathing out of habit or out of pretending, if she's unconscious, she would stop. She didn't need to.
Medicine check, Kidru.
Yeah, I'd like to help.
Oh, it's awesome.
I'm not getting my hand bitten by her.
um,
Not risking it.
17.
How much of this bread did she eat?
17.
Ooh.
She's not breathing.
She doesn't need to breathe.
Guys, I don't think she's breathing. In like a good way, maybe.
It's like, I didn't kick her that hard, so she's definitely not dead. From that,
Is there a pulse? I'd like to check.
I don't think you have a pulse.
I'll help
and
you
not
this
be
time.
breathing.
Oh, well, I'm curious what systems are online essentially.
Yeah.
It's
Is there a
fair.
pulse? Is the heart beating at all? Let me see. Oh, you're helping?
Yeah, I'll help you this time.
Okay. And I'll take the 16. 16 plus 4. Ooh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Yeah. It does appear that there is like a simple pulse.
Yeah, there's some.
Yeah,
The-
and
the-
you, with a 20, you're like, You're like, yeah, I mean, stuff has still got to circulate. Like,
According to my expert analysis, we could put her in the hole.
Oh my lord.
Okay, look.
It beats hitting her over the head repeatedly.
That's what I was gonna say. Which
Oh,
one
yeah,
is
put her
really
in a-
more inhumane?
I
We
don't
could
know,
put like
putting her in
snacks
a
and toys in there. Has
And, like,
anyone?
Already, she's
What?
damaged and hurt.
She's basically in jail at that point. Let's just put her in the brig on the ship.
We literally have her
That's
tied to like a
fine,
bed.
We can put her in the brig later. But in the meantime, we're in absolutely no position to keep her humanely detained. We can
She's
put her
your
in the brig,
friend, though.
sure.
All right, well, she's your girlfriend, Jean-Jacques, so I don't know what to do. Your decision. It's bothering him at this point.
You know how gross that is? She's like my sister.
Fair.
you hear a soft
I
little.
don't know.
You hear the soft sounds of a chuckle from Ahura, what was apparently now waking up, and just goes.
And I kind of look and like John Jack has a look of like.
Uhura, are you afraid of the dark?
She goes.
That's a question.
Yeah. Yeah. You as you hear a fresh whisper that, she kind of pauses and goes, "Yeah, I dive through shadows on the regular."
Okay,
Thank
yeah,
you.
she'll be fine in there, guys. What's the problem? It's just like her favorite place.
She goes, "If I have a vote, I'd like to not be put in the hole. No reason." And you see her like gesturing with her bound hands, just very briefly.
Here's a real question: If we
The
put
hole
her in
folds up, right?
is she-
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hole
So
folds up,
physically,
so
the
she
way
can't
that-
get out of the hole once it folds up.
Yeah, it goes down as a 15-foot circle, and then once you fold it up, it's compact and gone.
Can
It's
someone
like
break
basically
it?
a towel that you're carrying around.
All right,
too.
I'm looking in the hole. Is there anything in there?
Like weapons and stuff, right?
There's assorted weapons that have been like some of them have been disseminated already at this point, but not all of them.
Oh, the weapons are still
Don't
in
we
there.
have the invisible cage in there? We have a literal jail in the hole. Hello, right?
What?
You did put
What-
the
did it-
invisible.
Can't you just
jail.
put her
Oh,
in the
yeah!
invisible prison cell? In
She's
the
already-
hole?
So we can keep the weapons in there too.
Yeah, we don't have to take anything else. We just put her in the jail cell.
I forgot about that. Is there anyone in there? It's invisible. Is there anyone
Yeah.
in there?
Oh,
No,
man.
you didn't capture.
No.
anyone. You just killed.
What does it smell like inside the hole?
Kind of nasty, but you don't get in the sense that she would mind.
Do we have?
I think she
No,
has
I was
bigger
more
issues to
concerned
worry
because
about.
we can't see inside the cage until we open it because it's invisible.
Oh.
Are we investigating the hole right
So
now?
I'm smelling because there's no air in the hole when it's closed,
Yeah.
and if they put someone in there, they're dead.
Oh, currently, yeah. No,
Yeah,
there's
so I'm
no one in there.
sniffing. Like, is there someone who
Yeah,
like
no.
was
Oh,
abandoned in the cage?
Yeah, no. There,
Gotcha.
there were the. I believe that you guys still had the corpses of the people that you had captured when you were freeing Kid Roo originally, because you
We
didn't want to just
only
like.
had 2 corpses in there.
Okay.
We only had 2 corpses in the hole.
No,
It does-
3. We had the scribe
Three?
body and 2 bodies.
Yeah, so it does
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like a little
Oh, yeah.
rank, but not like super rank. You know what I mean? And you can
Oh,
see the.
are they
corpses
still?
then.
Did she leave them in there?
Surely not. She was using it,
No,
right?
yeah,
They're-
yeah, they-
No. This is
clear out
Brioni.
space.
You do not understand. She might have just continued using it with the body
They
still in
did-
there.
No, thankfully with a good roll, they needed the additional space for more basically
Okay.
assassins when they were stabbing a bit.
So great voice in the sky. You are telling me that we left 3 bodies undergoing anaerobic decomposition
Yeah.
in this hole.
Yeah.
And Brioni still thinks this is the coolest shit
Oh yeah.
east of Kilcary.
Yep.
East of Calgary.
She lived in a tree made of decomposing fungus for years and years.
I lived in a tree made of decomposing fungus.
Yeah.
If I'm being completely honest with you, if there isn't enough oxygen flow happening in there in the first place, the breakdown of those bodies is going to be significantly slowed, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know, but it would smell like somewhere between like forgotten fungus, like forgotten moldy jerky, and like Hershey's chocolate. Like it's still not gonna be great.
Yeah.
Then
Still
we just
stinky.
dump the bodies out.
You don't know about Stellé's famous brand Febreze?
Yeah. So the bodies had been dumped. Still
Okay,
appears to be
okay,
a
okay.
little
All
stinky over the
distractions
last day and a
aside,
half,
okay.
but-
So the little bit of the
Debating this, aren't you going to put her in there anyways?
Yeah, we're gonna put. Okay, we take out the we drag out the cage. Or never mind, not we drag out the cage. Specifically, Kid Roo and Adrian drag out the cage.
Rude. Have Grawl do it.
Okay. Because John Jack is having nothing to do with that. Just
you-
physically unable to.
You actually noticed this morning, Grawl is gone. Grawl
Uh-oh.
left in the middle of the night.
All right, we need the
Uh-oh.
strongest.
He knows
For
that
that,
if he gets
so-
lost, just go back to the ship. We'll find him.
You know, he found us before. All right,
Yeah, exactly.
so okay, and we'll put it in the cage.
Wait, we're taking the cage out of the hole? Why?
Because do you want to move her past the giant pile of weapons sitting next to the cage, or do you want to move
Do you
the
not
cage
think
out
that
from
we
the pile
could
of weapons?
restrain her for like 5 seconds? I mean, hey, if that's the easier option, then we could do it. But are we not
We
capable?
almost killed him. And I point at muscle-bound Angel Face, and I almost killed him with a pillow.
Okay.
I only said she tried.
She had the balls to try. All right, that's enough. Don't even.
Well,
I pointed at
She's
her.
restrained and we're all here, and she doesn't have her cloak, so we could just drag her in, put her in the cage, and be done with it.
Yes, please.
She's
put me
gonna be
next-
mad no matter what order we do it in.
Please put me next
All right.
to all of the weapons.
All right, Ahura, not Ahura. I'm sorry to Ahura, not Ahura. Fuck you. I don't know. Put it in the cage.
Whoa.
Oh wait, do you want the rest of this bread?
You know,
Good to know she's not
yeah,
speaking.
that'd probably be pretty nice. Yeah, she'll take the rest of the loaf of bread.
And no, the crust is not hard enough to make a key out of. Don't waste your time.
What?
Just eat.
Tries to shiv you with a piece of bread.
Bruh. I'm gonna toss that thing right in the jaw. Like,
you-
sorry, sweetheart, I don't feed anybody on the first date, so good luck.
Yeah, she just like makes a face and goes, "Well, I've killed people with plenty of stranger things."
I'm gonna pretend she didn't say that.
I would say if you need anything, knock, but we're not gonna hear you.
Have fun. And she shuffles into the cage and like sort of sits down and she goes, "Can I have like
I believe we're...
I don't know, a book or a harmonica or something maybe?"
We should go to the smut shop before we leave.
What?
I think I have a harmonica.
The bookstore, the guilds over or under.
I have a harmonica.
What?
Oh.
Do you really want to give her your harmonica?
No, because she's gonna take it apart and try to pick the lock and probably hurt her fingers trying to do so. So she'll do it as a magic.
You got bread, make do.
She laughs and goes,
I like my
know me that
harmonica.
well, Jean-Jacques. Files into the
I-
cage and
I-
just like sits down quietly.
You're not getting a pillow this time either.
Yeah, I gathered. All right, and he sits down, calms down inside the cage as you guys close up the portable hole.
By the way, can I check to see what weapons and armor are still in the hole?
Yeah. It looks like, let's see, Adrian needs to look at the list of the ones you sent me. I believe you said you had 10 platoons made, basically.
Yeah, I can just send you everything again.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was like, because I think of the 10 platoons made, she would have armed at this location, knowing the busyness of it. She would have armed, I believe, 7 of them. If it was 10, she would have used 7.
I have several questions for the DM.
Yes.
Can the bag be harmed from inside?
The what? The portable
Or
hole?
sorry, the hole. Can the hole be harmed from the inside?
95% sure.
Physically.
No.
Okay. If she found a way to, would she be barfed out into the astral plane, or would the whole like barf all its contents out?
How?
Yeah, there's a.
So that was everything in total.
So it appears to be that there is a check of sorts that could be made that you know about, but yeah, I thought you had broken this up for some reason. I'll check.
It should be
here,
further up in your DMs.
Yeah, right here. So she would have made. Oh wow, you made a fuck ton of. 9.
Yeah.
Jesus H Mason. Okay, so that's. Oh wait, but there's only. Okay, so there's only. Gotcha. So she would have armed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squads total.
Okay.
She would have armed the heavy. Yeah, she would have armed probably. How many people? How many gorillas would they have had? That's that many. 30. Yeah, she would have armed probably heavy through squad 2, so you should have squad 3 and squad 4 still available.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Make sure to mark those off.
Yeah. Alright, so you, wow, we're getting to the end of the thing. Okay. Back. Wonderful. What were we just saying? Oh yeah, okay, so you lock her up in there. Yeah, you know that there is a check that can be made to get out of the hole, but you gather with your arcane knowledge that it would need to be you pushing against the exterior of the hole, and she's in an invisible cage. So
yeah, in the hole.
Yeah, in the hole. So she can't really squeeze herself
An invisible
out or
cage
anything.
with an invisible key.
Not that you guys had found. You guys had like broken into it.
Right.
Oh,
we don't
right,
have
we
the
didn't have a key.
Nope.
for the invisible cage.
Yeah, but I could reset the lock the same way. Like
Right.
if we picked it, we could reset it. Yeah, we could just reset the lock.
Yeah.
And then we'll just have to pick it to get her back out when we need to.
Like,
Like, oh, sorry, we couldn't open it. Yeah.
All right, so you guys close up the hole and go about your day.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
So actually, now that you've met up with Brioni, actually, where are you guys? Well, I guess you guys have this moment to. What are you guys gonna do? I mean, you have to recollect Hector.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
where are you guys heading next?
I guess we just gotta head back to the ship.
Well,
I still need to test this spell on the.
Oh, that won't.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the answer from Brioni seemed to be that it would take her a while in order to clear this.
Okay.
You're envisioning that with like politics in play, she's talking like a matter of weeks, if not, you know what I mean. Like it'd take some time, which would be a long layover.
We could always just find a bastard on the way up.
True.
Because that's the direction she hasn't gone yet. So actually, we're technically going to be going through enemy territory again on the way out.
Oh.
You also hear briefly in your head, let's see, who would he have sent this to? Well, he doesn't know you.
That's me, probably.
Ariel, you hear briefly in your head. You hear again. You hear hello, or hello, old one. Scrampton here. The shifty fellow disappeared yesterday. Are we concerned? When are you returning? Where are my shells? Scrampton needs payment.
Isn't he on a beach?
You don't know where Scrampton is.
Well, we haven't heard that name in a little while.
Yeah, so that's what you hear in your head there, Drake.
So you said the shady one left?
Yeah, he said the shifty one disappeared. Which you think about
The hand.
previously, the information about the hand that was given to you from
okay.
like, this isn't like crazy new information, but like the fact that he peeled out in his ship very quickly is definitely like it's definitely piquing your interest a little bit of like, okay, where is he heading in such a fucking hurry? Like,
Yeah, that prick left without saying goodbye.
We've been gone a while, to be fair.
Yeah,
Mhm.
well. Could have waited anyways.
Scrampton or something.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess we could just head back. There's not really anything else to do in our power at the moment, right?
Well, so the option's sort of available to you. Kid Roo,
I need to get back to the ship to set up the lab.
Yeah, so you need to set up the alchemy lab. Kid Roo, you definitely have the knowledge of the of what you were thinking about before regarding the armor. So that's like in your head of just like which way are we planning on heading, so you know who to contact. Let's see what else is on the table. Yeah, you have to. I mean, obviously this attack by this dragon. If you guys are going to immediately investigate that, that's on the docket.
We should probably.
Or I mean, you can attempt to try and hunt down the you try and think of their name, and it appears to have disappeared from your head. The pirates you were searching after. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Some
Our
mobile-
poor brain.
Yeah.
Regarding the armor,
Yeah.
I was told that we have sending scrolls,
Yes.
and we were considering maybe using one when we get closer to see if I can contact someone to bring them to us, potentially.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Once we get in the area,
Yeah, so that'll be later
we're
on,
closer.
after we get the ship and sail a
Well,
bit closer.
You aren't
probably.
entirely certain who you would like. You know of a few different armor smiths, but roll me a history check here.
Oh, I thought I was gonna
I guess
contact
that's
the
a
guild.
good point.
It was contact the guild.
No,
Isn't that what he said?
no, this is a
No, I
separate
would have
thing,
to
man.
contact someone.
Oh, separate thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
History.
Which I don't know if you've brought up with the party yet. Actually, this at all. But...
Very mildly and very loosely. A 13.
13. You know a do you know of an armor smith known as Malachi, who was a decent guy, kind of a little bit of an old stodgy fucker. You didn't really get along with him super well, but you know that he makes good quality work. Basically, so with that, the fact that he's generally pretty old would require that I think that you would need to go and see him in person, unless you can, unless you have some really convincing way of, he was inside. Let's see, what is the city? He would have been inside. I think it would be Fermata proper. So it would be very hard to convince him to travel westward, because this is like an old dude. Yeah,
I've
in
pulled up the
Fermata.
map.
Yeah, so Fermata, the capital city proper.
That's quite a trek for us to take.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a long sort of.
Yeah.
Perhaps not that.
Well, so you see Kid Roo like taking a second, and he like, as he's like getting ready for the day, you see him like putting on his bits of his armor, bits of his weaponry, yada yada, and you see him stop and like hold a hand briefly over. There appears to be like a secondary spear that you normally keep, like just simple spear that you keep strapped to your back. You see him like hold a hand over it and just like very briefly like play with the spear.
Sure got a lot of weapons there, huh?
Yes, sir. I got a new
What?
spear 2 days ago.
Oh, true.
Well, always good to be well equipped and well prepared.
Yeah.
By the way, Admiral, know anywhere on the bearded dragon where I might be able to keep my door?
Forgot about your door.
Your
I've,
door?
Yeah, there is a
Yeah,
giant
remember
door.
at the shop I bought the door.
Yes.
You turn and look, and
You
you
can
see a
install it
giant, like,
on the ship
darker
if you
cherry
want.
wood sort of colored door.
Why do we have this again?
It
I
is
forget
a. Was it heartwood or hearthwood?
Hearthwood, yeah.
Hearthwood. It is made out of hearthwood, and these were the giant trees that dotted the southeast of this continent once upon a time, and they're becoming increasingly scarce, and they used to be found in Iptharun, but they were all either chopped down, blighted, and or burned. And I grew up in one. A dead one, but I grew up in one nonetheless. And so it's very special to me that I found this door, and I would like it to be my bedroom door one day. But I have it now, and not somewhere to install it. And I'm not settling down anytime soon by the looks of things.
Well,
So, with your permission,
maybe there's a
that's how I'd
couple
like
of
to-
doors we can remove on the ship and replace them with those for the time being.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, it's everybody's home. Come on. Let's get back to that home that we call. Let's get back to that ship we call a home.
Alright.
It's been crying for us to come back for days, I'm sure.
Apparently, we also need to grab some social along the way.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can grab some on the beach before we get on. I think you notice.
We'll get a few of them. You'll never know the difference.
Who wants to help me go find Hector?
You know, I want to see what he's doing.
Yeah, alright, you go with me to go find Hector. All right, let's go find Hector.
I'm trying to figure out how to make this work.
Oh, the what? The spear or the?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
Yes.
Pointy end
or
goes
the-
into
Or the
enemy.
navigation to the different places.
Yeah, navigating and the old guy in the middle of nowhere with armor.
Yeah, you actually see as he also, you probably have an actual physical map on you that you've kept from your years as a general, right? You see Kidru with a map in front of him. He's
Low drop.
yeah, with a map.
Lore drop.
As a what?
What? DM does not drop any lore. You see Kidru unrolling a scroll in front of him that he's like pondering. This looks like
an average priest.
like an ornamented sort of scroll,
I wanna-
filigree and everything.
I'm sorry. I want to see what editor AJ does with that. He's just gonna use as a wop, wop, wop.
Well, hey, hold on. You know that he killed a dragon. This is not uncommon.
No, it was. It's sorry. It's narration. It's not like anyone heard anything.
Yeah.
It's narration.
Yeah.
It is still just funny. I'm not worried
it's
about
good,
it.
it's cool, yeah. Ooh, Kidder's so much cooler than we thought, though. Ow.
I just like the moon.
He just likes the moon.
You take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take the moon, and you take
And
the
you take
moon.
the moon. And you take the
Take the
moon.
moon.
Wonderful.
So sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying that you see Kidru poring over a map on the table here, looking deep in thought.
Oh yeah. I imagine everyone has a map, right?
There's like a party. This one is like filigreed out well. You
I mean out of character. Like everyone here should have a map of this continent and knows what it looks like, yeah?
yeah.
Yeah.
Relatively.
I have it vaguely memorized from my days as a smuggler because having you on your person is usually a bad idea.
That works
So
for me.
no.
Oh,
Anyone
no.
nearby, I would point out the city. It's like pretty dead center Satpia, I won't lie. like on the world map, it's the only big name city up there. It's not easily accessible.
Is that with the little X's?
On where?
I don't know
you
what
just
version of
pinged
the map I have. No, I have an old ass. I think I have.
No, it's to the left of it. It's under the P, right under the P. I'm assuming we're looking at the same map.
On the river.
Okay.
On the river. Okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Huh.
so like it definitely for a second you're like, is it worth it to head here for for an armor smith? I mean, anything that assists with the killing of a dragon could be invaluable, but that's a long way out of your way.
It would take too long to go there ourselves.
And this is in westward, this location.
It's a very
From us, yeah, northwest, very northwest.
Okay. Are any of the potential objectives that we have in that general direction?
They're westward, but they're along the coast. It would be more inland than our objectives, I think.
It'll have to wait.
I've thought of one two-step idea that I immediately hate and just don't want to do, but it was basically like, could I send someone that I trust to grab it and bring it to us? And then the only person that I can think of is Jesse, who is absolutely not going.
You could actually, yeah. Roll me a Let's do a charisma check here, Kidru.
I love those.
Yeah.
I think we all know those checks. Almost all of us.
Most of us.
It's a nice stat to have.
kind of check?
16. Charisma.
Oh,
You could try and get Kyvan to ferry it for you, but it would be, you haven't talked to him in a few years. You know that he was planning on leaving the military at some point, but it's been a while.
Yeah. I'll think about it. That's not a bad idea, but that's probably the best idea.
Does Kidru talk at all aloud as he thinks? How does reminiscence show itself on your bird face?
I don't know. Ruffled feathers.
A cocked head.
Okay.
I don't know how to do bird emotion very well.
I don't know about gannets, but I've worked with parrots a bit. Whenever they're thinking, their pupils like
I was gonna say something about my
bug
eye.
out. Yeah, their pupils bug out a little bit, and they'll they'll kind of look out and just. But
Probably be thinking outside generally, and I've just like said the names like Jesse and Kyvan and stuff like that. But I think it's more along the lines of just me trying to figure out how to make it work without inconveniencing the group.
yeah, John Jack is like, oh hey, who's going? Whatever, we're gonna go get Heck, and like notices like, and we're Jesse. Hey, you wanna stop by the medical tents?
Yeah, I can now. I've got an idea that I can think about. Let's go find Hector.
Right. Little walk and talk. So, what's on your mind?
You ever wanted to fight a dragon with the perfect armor? And I have a deal for you. Oh, okay. Well, never mind.
I'm sorry, no.
You no interest in fighting a dragon at all?
No.
But think about the people.
Oh, no. Big guy. Listen here, Big Bird. There's a difference between have an interest in and will you do it for the sake of people in need. And even on the second one, I'm working on it. All right. But interest? No, not at all, not the slightest.
You know what? Fair enough. But you're doing great.
Thanks.
Working for other people.
I'm working on it. Does it always suck this much?
Working for other people?
Yes.
I find it pretty rewarding.
No. I think I know the tingly feeling you're talking about. I'm talking like the Does it always like like the part that sucks? Does it always suck this much?
Oh yeah,
Oh, good to know.
but it's worth it.
If you're strong enough.
You gotta
Okay.
find people at their lows in order to bring them up. Can't ignore the bad.
Maybe that's what the fish thought about me.
What's up with this fish?
Growing up, not even growing up, when I was a little boy, I only remember 2 things about my mom. I wish one of them was her face, but one is the games we'd play of hide and seek, and the second was the story that she would tell about Menju. It was said that there's a fish that lurks under the ponds, under the rivers, under the seas, under the mud, under the puddles. Anywhere where the rain could fall, there's a fish. And he hungered, waiting for those that betrayed their word, that would make promises and betray those they made those promises to. Waiting hungry for those in power to hurt those who gave them their power. And something about it just stuck with me. And I'd heard about it a few times. I asked other people if they've heard the story. And they would say, yeah. But if you look at how this country was before we got here, they might have heard it, but they didn't listen. Well, I'm so glad he's in the ground. Anyway, that monster, the Baron of Imbalo, long story short, got a hold of me and would and he kind of pulls up his sleeve to just show like above a little bit past the elbow and all the way up. It's just like scars and stuff like that. He was a man in power who did just that. He was one who broke his promises, just like that. And I wondered, like, why this story? Why did this story stick in my head? And one day, I don't know. One day, I don't know if it was a fever dream or not, but something about it was real, because I am where I am today because of Menju. I don't remember why I got out. This is so hard to remember, but for more reasons than one. Have you? I don't know. The fish is real. That's all I could say. Not for any secret, just it's like a story come true. Like fantasy. Like a fantasy reached out to you in your darkest moment and promised to make everything better. And that's yeah.
Is John Jack a
That's the
hugger?
fish. What?
No, just is John Jack
Oh, a
is John
hugger.
Jack- Yeah.
Oh, I heard hooker too.
Oh.
I heard the
Okay,
same thing.
okay, cool. I'm like, is this like some like 3-step pun on being in a relationship with a fish?
Yeah, I
like,
was like,
no,
that's-
no.
what's
yeah.
going on here? Okay,
John Jack's a hugger.
no, but I don't think you're gonna give him a choice. His strength
No.
set's not high enough.
Oh, we'll fight for it. Sure, I'll fight for a hug. You're getting a hug.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
no,
if you
I
though.
don't want to hug.
Very cool story. I think Kid Roo probably, not knowing anything about what the fish is, but like being in religion and just knowing the only context of it being John Jack, probably, and the story behind it, I guess, trust in the fish enough to believe that it is good and trust it to work behind John Jack, and it's just accepting, I guess, what he should
Hugging me.
Faith's important. Stories are important. They give us
I don't-
power.
I don't know what he is. He's something.
But you believe in him.
That I do.
That makes it faith. I'm gonna walk off.
Nice.
Yeah, John Jack kind of just chews on that until we get there.
And you walk away. Wonderful. So you make your way over to a harried and haggard-looking Hector, who is like currently just like dumping off heals as quickly as he can to people that are coming by. And like they're like health potions that they're helping you administer. And you're like you are overwhelmed. This is the clinics during like the very beginning of COVID is like overwhelmed like shit. So you're like you're in one.
Hector, you got backup.
Just points around. Is DM
don't want
is
to
like
stress you
what-
out.
like I was looking for other, like, I'm assuming there was already like a set up triage area, so
Yes.
it's not like I'm not just standing
Yeah,
on the
you're not
corner
just a
shouting
miracle
heals.
worker. You are like kind of you've been added.
I'm just a cog in I'm just a cog in the machine. So I kind of just point to whoever
but
was
it
the
is-
one dictating to me
Yeah,
when
it's
you
like-
guys walked up. I'm just like,
it's anything between like someone who's been stabbed to someone that's like, can you heal my child who very like clearly has contracted some sort of horrific case of like, you know, whatever they like stone. I know that there's a D&D term for the Game of Thrones stone skin. I can't remember what the fuck it's called for the D&D one, but like a child who has contracted a horrific case of this, and you're like, we can 100% not. Like it's like we cannot clear that one. You know what I mean? So like everyone's trying to like pedal off whatever they can be healed for at the moment.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. First time that they've had.
I don't foresee anything happening. I'm just gonna blow every slot.
Okay.
Yeah, but by the time the day's over, I'm also gonna be out of spell slots.
Wonderful.
Mostly on healing words, just because I'm trying to hit area of effect. I'm trying to hit as many people with magical healing as possible, because magical healing is that little bit more. Like I'm saving myself for the most extreme cases I can find, because that's where magic is needed the most.
Right. True.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye out for something very specific though. Is there anyone ailing from something like psychological?
Ooh.
I mean, obviously, but like.
Yeah.
Does anyone look like they've been gooed?
They're all.
Yeah, like has anyone been like juiced or in general is someone dealing with something that they kind of like, or does someone know something that they're like trying to tell other people and it's
Roll
like
me an let's
insight maybe?
say- Huh. I could be persuaded. I'll give you investigation, perception, or insight.
Okay. I'll take the insight.
Okay.
22.
Okay. With a 22, let's see. You're looking for anyone that is ailing specifically.
Yeah, and on my way there, I'm gonna blow like 4 healing words as I just and keeping my eye out for this.
Yeah, let's say.
It doesn't have to be like something like anomalous, just something that like I can work through them with.
Yeah.
And now, if it is anomalous, I definitely want to know about it.
Yeah.
But
Well, Damn, I wish I had a list of these prepared. Let's say that you managed...
That's a weird ass question. I do not blame you.
Let's say that you managed to find, you do manage to find someone else that is a, unfortunately, this is not something that, like, you are super able to help with, but you have found someone else that appears to be, a mind mage of some sort, and has done a similar thing to what you have done in the past, who does appear to be sort of, like, tweaking. Yeah. Like they're very clearly, like, shifting phases.
Yeah.
In this crowd.
I see him doing that, and initially I'm gonna like, oh, I'm gonna mentally contact him. Like, no, we're not gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
And kind of turn your head towards you and just go, hi, yes, you see a young woman, dark skin, braided hair down the back. She goes, hi, hello.
I see the way you're reacting. Things have been really crazy lately. I think... how do I word this? I think we have the same kind of specialty, and perhaps have made a similar mistake. I see the way you're looking around.
Her face, like, flushes with relief for a second, and she goes, oh, thank God.
You're not alone. May I try to help you?
She pauses for a second, just, like, hesitation on her face, and just goes, I'm worried it'll get worse.
I'm not gonna do anything big. Just
okay. She kind of
consider it just a hug.
She kind of like just holds out her hands. Just.
All right. I'm gonna cast Detect Thoughts.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Yeah. Surface thoughts.
So what am I picking up?
There's sort of just this hazy. It basically is like. What's a good way to describe this? This is a... I'm struggling to think of... It's not a polar bear, but a bear on like a float of ice that keeps bouncing underwater. Effectively, is that like her thoughts are submerging themselves inside, and it feels like there's like a, you know. It's flipping, right?
Threatening. It's like an iceberg threatening to flip over.
Right, exactly.
And there's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And let's see.
That's different.
Yeah, it's. You sense that basic surface thoughts. Something happened to this girl's mother. That has caused her to inflict this condition upon herself. Not knowingly, but...
Yeah. I reach out with the one-way link.
Mm.
I don't know if she can use hers to respond. I don't know what kind of magic she has, or if she even has magic per se, if it's inflicted psychologically or magically, or both. I'm gonna essentially like juxtapose, yeah, like words. The loss of her mother, the loss of mine, and I juxtapose her brokenness, and I'm gonna show her not the reason why, but like give essentially a version of John Jack's brokenness.
Yeah. You're like an image of, as it were.
Yeah, like I picked the way you described it.
Yeah.
I picture back to her.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give like John Jack's, which I gotta get like a good image for that. Here, I will give her a little boy afraid of the monsters underneath his bed.
Well.
Where a bigger monster shows up.
Mm-hmm. And scares him.
And he drags the monster out from under his bed and holds it up against it.
She softens a bit at that, and you can feel the turmoil calm down just slightly. She kind of like looks at you for a moment, her face, coming back to sort of reality, and just goes, "How do you stabilize it?"
I try not to forget the little boy still there.
She nods her head, and she goes, "Thank you." And
We've been given a great gift. Our people need that gift today. If you have the strength for it.
Takes a deep breath, breathes out through her nose, and goes, "I'll try." And turns and walks back off into the crowd.
I'm gonna blow a shit ton more healing spells. Then I'm good.
Blow all of our healing spells. We go through the afternoon and into the evening of the 22nd of High Harvest, and as we draw to a close, we will end session there because seems like a great time. We conclude all of our healing. Everyone, you're tapped out, but you feel accomplished with a long, hard day's work, helping heal some of what has been hurt. So, that'll be the end of today's episode. Catch y'all next Wednesday. Peace.